went back to the car
and pulled
out another pistol from And they said in the video that they tested the ballistic. This was his personal gun.
I see the video.
His DNA is all up under the screws and everything.
Then the police officer was saying that they did, it wasn't a gun, but they ended up finding one. Like, it was so much that they should have.
They had so much evidence on him. But look, what got it was he paid for his freedom. 900,000. You're not gonna get no nigga no 900,000, and then it's gonna be a guilty verdict.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, actually, a murder should be life. No reason.
A murder should be murder.
Yeah. So the divine judgment, according to the scripture, is an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
A tooth for a tooth. So even if he got locked up for life or 20 years or 30 years, that's still not justice according to the divine laws of the God that we serve. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if you just took somebody's life, somebody should take it.
That's righteous judgment. You know what I'm saying? But today the Negro was out in the streets protesting like they mad because it was a not guilty plea. But even if it was a guilty, they wasn't talking about putting his body down.
That's right.
Outside of locking him down, but that's still not justice. You understand? So if we do ourselves a grave injustice thinking it's we're gonna get some type of justice in this system, some type of they gonna look out for us. This system wasn't built for you to be protected, for you to get equality or none of that. When the Israelites was getting freed up out of Egypt, Moses didn't show up to Pharaoh and say, "We want civil rights. We just want to feel like men and women." Moses came with a straight up message like, "Look, thus saith the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, let my people go or else." And that's what it is. It's like either we talking about liberation or you talking about holding hands. You feel me? Either you talking about liberation like of God's people. You understand? That way you can live like the son of light, the son of God and woman of God you was created to or created for. Or you talking about compromising. The same Negroes down there marching, saying hands up, don't shoot. All them niggas gonna be celebrating Halloween.
Yeah.
All of them gonna be celebrating Thanksgiving. All of them gonna be celebrating what's called so-called Christmas and the false New Year's. You would say, so what? Right? But the oppression is a byproduct of the system. So if the oppression is wrong, the entire system is wrong.
That's right.
It all gotta come down, man. You feel me? So you not no revolutionary. I'm gonna go on record right now and say you not no revolutionary screaming hands up, don't shoot, but you bow into the Christmas tree on December the 25th. You know what I'm saying? You holding hands on what's called Thanksgiving. Knowing that these devils they doing the same thing they did when they first showed up. You feel me? He speaks with a forked tongue. He'll give you quilts of smallpox, smile at, hey, what's going on? Take your kindness for weakness is where the phrase came from. Take your kindness for weakness literally. Like, oh, this nigga's weak. I'm here for blood. He gonna show me how to plant and harvest and wipe my rear end. I'm here for blood. Give me that. I'm gonna take him on down. So our people, it's a mindset thing dealing with our people, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people getting mad, getting angry, but that's what's called immature anger. You understand? If you was really real, you be coming together in one collective conscious voice, petitioning the heavens. Israel, you got power with God and with earth and with man. So you got power in the heavens and in earth. Messiah told the disciples, whatever you bind on earth, I'll bind in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth, I'll loose in heaven. You got authority, right? We need to come together as a collective conscience and petition our Most High for righteous judgment on these devils, man. If you ain't talking about that, you ain't talking about nothing. We not showing up to spit in no tanks, man. No justice, no peace, You heathen until you blue in the face. That ain't gonna get nothing done. It ain't gonna get nothing done. What's gonna get it done is you, for one, repenting, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments of your God, and then us coming together collectively and praying to the Most High. Right? You may say, well, that's radical, brother. Like the sister in the store today, when she, we seen her earlier today in the store, she was like, what y'all got planned? We got a little study going, a little Bible study. Oh, okay. Yaki was like, yeah, sister, you look tired. What's wrong? Oh, I've been downtown since early this
She was
morning.
like,
We need y'all to pray for us. I said, yeah, but we need to get radical with our prayers. Since vengeance is the Lord's, when the last time you asked the Lord for vengeance?
Looked at mine and was like, just pray for us.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
White man, you still are that enemy. I ain't gonna say white man, you still are the enemy.
No doubt.
Still are the enemy.
No doubt. So look, that's what we get. Let's get Lamentations 4. Let's get into some of these scriptures.
Yeah.
Lamentations, the 4th chapter. When I heard a mighty cuddle, which usually is what it is, man. Are we down there screaming, hands up, don't shoot? Not only no.
Hell to the hell.
Are we down there, you heathen? What you mean? You understand? This thing, for one, went down in 2011, so I'm going to go on record and say, may the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, have mercy on our little brother who was killed, you feel me, whose blood was shed, innocent blood, and may the Most High bring judgment on that devil. I got to rap about, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting immaturely, like in my anger and all that, and then, like, none of this is going to influence me to think no other type of way. You feel me? Like all of a sudden, you niggas can call my phone like, hey, and then it's gonna make me mad, so angry. No, but see, we realists. We're spiritual men and we're realists. We been told you that the physical counterpart to the spiritual adversary, the devil, is the so-called white man. We been told you that. As a nation of people, these heathens are devils.
Yeah.
Devil means deceiver.
That's right.
That's what it means.
Yes, sir.
So as a nation of people, they are the physical counterpart to the spiritual adversary called Hashatan. Satan, the adversary, the devil. Why wouldn't he be if you the sons and daughters of God? Who's your enemy? Just think about it. It's not even rocket science. You feel me? But what I'm not going to do is have y'all influence me on how to think. No, I'm not showing up to spit at no tank. No, I'm not showing up to scream, hands up, don't shoot. And on the real, knowing what went down with Ferguson, they got a dossier on everybody to show up down. They got facial recognition. Everybody that showed up, there was a major voice in the Ferguson riots around her. All of them ended up dead. Except for like 2 of them. Darren Seals, all of them. A beloved brother we had, Thaddeus. You feel me? He was right there. We got pictures of him right there where it went out of the Ferguson stuff went down. And we pulled him right up out of there. In the spirit, like he came right into the script right after that. But he was murdered by the police on his front lawn. You see what I'm saying? So you mumble mouth Negroes ain't never influenced me on how to think. I know who the enemy is. You feel me? And I know how to petition the heavens and pray to my God for vengeance.
That's right.
The problem is you don't know. You still busy praying for candy, flowers, a new house. You feel me? Instead of, look, man, my people out here suffering. Yes, thus saith the Most High, let my people go. You understand? So you got that Israel. If you Israel, you got power with heaven and earth, God and man. You can ask your father. You feel me? But just make sure you doing what's right. Make sure you keeping the commandment, because he ain't a respective person. You can't petition the Most High to take somebody's head and you doing everything he doing. That means you'll go down too. So that's why it's important. Y'all been looking at us crazy the whole time we've been teaching. Look, turn back to the Most High. Keep the commandments. So that's even when you ask your daddy for vengeance, that you in perfect alignment with him. Yes, to where you straight like, no, Father, like these enemies ain't gonna let up. You said we could ask you for it and it would happen. In the name of your only begotten Son, you know what I'm saying? We beseech thee. Defend your people. That's our prayers need to be in this hour, not for, you know, flowers and Jolly Ranchers and, you know, that's the problem. These pig meeting preachers got y'all thinking the prayers are supposed to be all soft and, just bless the cop that killed that brother. Oh, just bless Darren Wills. No, that ain't what this Bible talking about.
No, sir.
The enemy is the Most High told you to pray for those of your own household.
Yes, sir.
So we got brothers that's within the nation that we may not agree with, and maybe on some others. So we pray for our people. But for those that commit acts of crimes against us that's outside the nation, that's an act of war. And being we ain't got power, what do? You pray to the Most High. We're gonna go to Lamentations, the 4th chapter first, y'all. Lamentations chapter 4. 17. We're gonna read 17 through 19. We're gonna show you the mind of our people, the mind of the Negro. You feel me? He don't want to turn back and sacrifice and do nothing that his God required, but he wanted his God to defend him. What are you doing for God? What are you doing? You feel me? Like you ain't willing to sacrifice nothing. You don't want to pray. You don't want to meditate. You don't want to fast. You understand? You don't want to take that personal, intimate time to get close to your God, but you want him to do everything for you. You ain't willing to give nothing up. Nothing as small as a pagan day. Philando Castile got killed on July, what is it, 4th or 5th? Y'all just was popping fireworks on July 4th. You ain't even ready, man. Like you claim you mad. I hear everybody on Facebook today. I need mother effing retribution. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, but you'll be hot for 30 seconds until you go clock back in Monday. You ain't real with this. You ain't willing to straight give your life up so for the sake of your brother next to you. You ain't willing to give your life up and stop doing the little things that this heathen is doing. Do you understand? So the Most High start blessing us. That's right. We're not supposed to be acting like no heathens, and you're doing it every time you keep a holiday of his. Every time you eat how he tell you to eat. Every time when you pray to God and you think of white Jesus, you a heathen. Yeah. Yeah.
Think how they think, hunt like they hunt. We even have sex how they have everything to do with the white man, the black man that became.
Yeah.
All the years of being enslaved. So you were mentally, you were spiritual heathen. Right. That's why when they kill your brother in the street, you turn a blind eye. You mad for 5 minutes, but after that, it's all good. I'm back to work. I'm back eating my regular pork chops and ham, and I can't wait to the 4th of July. I can't wait to your holiday. Yeah. We became like they became white.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That was the argument in the shop earlier today was that they was talking about, yeah, we're gonna go down there, we're gonna do this, and I was like, what's that's gonna do? They in AC laughing at y'all. I said, but if everybody that's black take off work for 2 days and don't go in there and shut the city down.
Yeah.
Who's willing to give up 2 days pay?
Yeah.
And just sit in the house and relax.
Mama just said
2 days to shut the whole city down.
It will.
They can't do nothing.
It will.
And then that'll force them. But the thing is, don't wait till the decision is made. It's made already. Yeah, they should have shut the city down 2 days before they was going to come out with the decision.
And look.
That'll make them think.
That would influence the verdict. Like we always talk about collective consciousness. Moving at once, influence. That's where miracles come from. Yeah. Think about it, everybody. Like, I'm not buying nothing. Everybody prays together. Who know what the verdict would have been?
And the lady said, well, I ain't gonna lose my job. I said, think. How would you lose your job if everybody that's minority say, I ain't going in for 2 days? Oh, my kid.
And that's everybody.
I ain't feeling good. Everybody. Who they gonna give your job to? Because ain't nobody going in there.
Exactly.
They need you to be the slave labor.
And I told them, I said,
they did it to that girl that's on ESPN, the black girl.
Yeah. What's the sister name? Jamel or something?
Trump. And when she said they tried to fire her, but her person was not. He wouldn't go in. He was like, if y'all letting her go, I'm going. You know, like I'm not coming in. So they tried to get 2 more people to come in. They wouldn't come in.
They wouldn't do it.
And they couldn't.
That's what I was telling them. Like I said, y'all mind frame is like the modern day slavery. I said, y'all say this. If I was back then, I would have took that. I said, but you taking it now? Same thing. Y'all taking it now, but y'all not willing. I said, if everybody willing, I said, I'll walk out the shop right now, leave all y'all in here. If we all want to take off for 2 days, let's take off.
And we're talking about the power of collective consciousness.
Yeah. And they just like,
you the money. You the money.
It don't make sense of protesting doing nothing now. The decision is made. That man is gonna go free. Yeah. So the thing is, if this ever happen again, then you think about it. Everybody take off for 2 days before the decision. Yeah. And then they gonna think about it. Well, this cracker is gonna take one for the team today. Yeah. Right.
Hey, look, you hit this heathen where they hurt most. That's that finances.
Yeah.
You hit them. Now you got a voice. Right. But see, we don't realize it. Like we the #1 consumers. Right. We don't produce nothing as small as a toothpick as a people.
Buy everything.
But buy so you can't even say you don't have the money.
Right.
You got the money.
How many billions come through our hands a year, man?
Not big trillions.
Yeah.
It's 1.3 trillion now. Like we spend enough money to be equal to like the 7th nation consumer wise. Like on the range of nations.
That's crazy.
We spend enough money to be recognized as like the 7th nation on this planet right here. 7th to 9th nation. Who else spend $1.3 trillion every year but don't produce nothing?
Nobody on planet Earth.
That lets you know that we don't have any knowledge of even running money. No type of wisdom. You feel me? So that's where we at with it, right? Also, it was an experiment. They did an experiment not that long ago, right? To where they built this what's called the most this stereotype, not stereotype, but this most what do you call it when people look at something like that's the prototype, the prototype type society, right? They called in everybody. They called in all the lawyers, all the doctors, all the engineers. Feel me? They wanted a world without the poor, without you niggas, right? So they called in all the successful, the doctors, the lawyers, the engineers, the architects, whatever, right? They get them in there. Everybody like, this is gonna be successful. This place right there, pat me right there. That's mine, yeah. Yeah. But they thinking they gonna be successful, right? A nice run. This is a prototype type city. We want nothing but success in here. Everybody get up in the city, right? They get up in the town. You know what they realized? Who gonna clean our toilets?
Oh.
Who gonna take out our trash? Who gonna serve us? You feel me? And see, that's the thing. Once we realize, look, we the ones that really got the power, then we will start moving a whole nother way. See what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Until then, let's read this Lamentations 4. Let's get into it. Because our mindset is totally on Lamentations 4. You can read 17 through 19. Or you can read down to the end of it. It's all good.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17.
I don't know. Let's make sure everybody get there. Let's make sure everybody get there. Now, our mindset being that Moses and them didn't ask for equal rights. They came with a straight up message. Thus saith the Lord.
Yeah.
They didn't go ask for equal rights and all that extra, right? So they came with a straight up message. Thus saith the Lord. They was back with the name of the Most High. Miracles was popping. You feel me? To the end to where what? The most powerful man on earth had to say what? Let them go. So if that ain't the mission, what are you doing? To go spit at a tank, to scream hands up, don't shoot, to scream no justice, no peace is fruitless. We waste our time when we do that. And the real, they just ain't doing them getting all y'all faces. That's okay, that's so-and-so right there. And then look, they link it to Facebook. So all you got a Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram. You feel me? It's facial recognition going on right now. They know exactly who you are. You feel me? All you gonna, and the Negro gonna be hot for 30 seconds. He back at work Monday. Because he, God forbid, he gotta lose that car and be back on that bus.
I mean, just think about it. They told them they can protest in a certain area. So they gonna tell you, you can protest by 5 o'clock, and when these crackers get off work, y'all get out the way. And y'all got to get from down here.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
Yeah.
We'll let y'all rain for about 2-3 hours, and then y'all got to go somewhere.
That's it.
They was on the news, headlong people inside the paddy wagon. I'm talking about like, yeah, that was in the crowd picking on the news, picking. And you know, come on, get up out there. Niggas is down there with their AKs. They thought they was trying to exercise their rights, whatever. Every Negro down with pistols got locked up.
Exactly.
Showing you ain't got no rights. The only rights you got crazy. That is an illusion.
And you know what's gonna do? It's gonna force the pig meeting preachers to look at Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, when the white people was doing their march, they had their guns on their back.
Sure did. They shot one of them shot in the crowd.
Yeah.
The sheriff still didn't do anything.
No, they go down today.
They was running people over in their protest.
Everybody down there with their guns got locked up. The ones that didn't, right after they sent the guns, that's when they started blocking off highways. They quarantined Negroes down there. But look what I'm saying, that's why Mally keep talking about this collective conscience. Everybody getting together to riot or to spit at tanks. But like, who getting together to pray for vengeance? Nobody.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, where's the collective conscience to call him the attributes of the Most High? Like, look, this devil was innocent, now he's guilty. What's up, Most High? What you gonna do about that? We don't do that. What about the city of Nineveh? And all of them that prayed and fasted together. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
We too divided as a people. These Negroes thinking Halloween, and these Negroes thinking club mood tonight. Everybody divided and thinking wickedness. Ain't nobody divided and thinking righteousness.
So the Most High moves forward. I think more speedily if we all got collectively together.
It's not.
Or can one man do it?
Look, trip off this. It's
I believe one man can do it.
but look, trip off this. What you asking is scripturally proven and scientifically proven. Both ways. But it's people that straight got together. You feel me? And cried out to the Most High, like when the Assyrians was finna take us down. Right? We straight got together and prayed to the Most High, and went to sleep that night. Woke up the next morning. It was over 185,000 dead. Your enemies dead. One angel killed all of them.
One angel. Scientific. In 2014, it was 100 Caucasians. This is not even Israelites. 100 Caucasians. When it went down, it was sun rays that was coming from the sun. They were supposed to warm the planet. They got together consciously and put in good vibrations and told the sun to calm down. Guess what the sun did? Calm down. 5 years ago. 5 Indians, 4 black Africans, and 3 Germans got together. And it's called the Intention Experiment. I got a book on it. 5 years ago. These people got together consciously. They made plants grow. All they did was picture themselves watering the plants and picture themselves sunning the plant. The sun never got no water nor no sun. The plant never got water or sun. It was inside of a basement. Tell me why this plant grew and had more nutrients than anything you grew in the field. All of conscious. This is scientific fact.
So it's scriptural.
The Intention Experiment. So that's a scripture and a scientific validation of what he's saying is not far-fetched at all.
We just don't know our power. Look at this Lamentation, the 4th chapter. Then somebody asked something about forgiveness. We'll go into the forgiveness too. And there's even rules to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rules to that. Like, soon as somebody do something to you, you automatically be like, oh, I forgive them. That's not biblical. It's not biblical. It's rules of forgiving somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like the boy that shot up the church down in South Carolina. You feel me? He shot up and killed 9 of your people. The next day, all the clergy said, oh, we forgive him. He said, I don't want your forgiveness. He didn't even ask for it. But that's the first step in forgiving somebody. They got to admit they was wrong.
That's right.
All right, so look, let's get this. Lamentations 4.
Lamentations 4, verse 17.
Yes, sir.
As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
What kind of help?
Our vain help.
Our vain help. Vain means worthless, right? Our eyes have failed for our worthless help. You trusting in a system that can't do. That system wasn't built to give you niggas no type of comfort or equality or none of that. Look, it's doing what it was built for. This system wasn't built to educate your sons so they grow up thinking, believing that they're sons of God. It was made to dumb them down, not to bring forth from what's in them, educate them for real. It was just made to certify him, or he's good at wood shop. We make him a carpenter. He's good at PE. We'll let him throw a javelin or something. Certification, not education. Meaning bringing from, unlocking from within what he already has. He's divine. So this system, the school system, the public food system, wasn't set up for that. The justice system definitely wasn't set up to give you the same type of outcome as theirs. You feel me? This whole system was not set up on equal weights and balances. So the scripture call it what? Vain help. Y'all see that? Your eyes have failed because what are you hoping and expecting from this system? Justice? Come on now, what does it show you since you've been here? You ain't got no type of justice since you've been here.
What's the statistic? How long has he been in war? The U.S. been in war.
Man, since the United States government been in war 276 years.
How old is the United States?
Well, technically since 1776. He been at war. So stop it. What do you mean? He don't know nothing about hands up, don't shoot, because he didn't take this by hands up, don't shoot. He didn't take this by good, ethical practices and just work hard, Tootie, and you get to where you need to. He said, look, that's what it is. I got these weapons. I'm going to take what I want and then put in your mind slow roll. Go to college, you take out loans, just work hard. 30 years, retired, 401k, and pensions and the CDs. That what you put in your mind.
Meanwhile, they said, hey, we got a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's print money.
Yeah.
We out working for stuff that they was like, you know what? Let's create a system. Let's create a bargaining on a system that we call federal debt notes. We working for what they create. Money is an illusion. We all live in that illusion.
You the money. It takes for you to get up. That's what you were saying earlier. It takes for you to get up and put your energy into it and say, I'm going to hit that clock. I'm going to hit that button. I'm going to make that machine work. Machine going to spit out this part. It takes for you to get up and spend your energy, your breath, your spirit that God put in you for this even to work. That's why if we all said, look, we ain't going to work for a week, it'll collapse. Yeah. Because so that means you the money. It means you the money. It ain't that.
And Cracker coming back from the Bahamas. Cracker in Paris, he coming back home. He back in the U.S.
Yeah, God.
What's going on with my money?
God.
Ain't no more vacations after that. Right?
So look, Nosa said vain help, right? What else to say?
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We have watched for who?
For a nation that could not save us.
You've been watching and hoping in a nation that could not save you. You're wasting your time. That's why it's so important for our people to turn back. You feel me? This nation ain't finna give you the outcome you've been expecting. Negroes ain't even revolutionaries on Facebook, you know. I want me some mother effing retribution. You like, bro, go sit down somewhere. You gonna be driving that truck come Monday. You gonna go clock in, come, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yeah, cool, yes. No, I don't want no smoke, yes. That's what you gonna do.
Yes, boss.
Yes, sir. Hand to the plow. Master Charlie is good white folk. That's what you gonna be doing. So stop it. You angry for 30 seconds. That's it. And then you're gonna be back to clocking in. You're not ready. You know what I'm saying? That's why the brother's been telling y'all for years, like, look, man, turn back to the Most High. Get your mind together. You know what I'm saying? It's good sometimes to go without. You know what I'm saying? That way you learn how to survive. You understand? Man, don't live off bread alone, but by every word that cometh out the mouth of the Most High. That's scriptural. That's scientific. That's all that. You feel me? You've been basing your whole reality based off your social status and the mammon you can accumulate. You feel me? Like your material possessions. But see, the fact that that's an illusion too. They taking all that. They gonna take all that. You feel me? Kill your nephew in the street and say, okay, yeah, now what? That's all it is, man. It's like you're not really ready if you're not willing to sacrifice and give up. You feel me? What you call life. So the brother next to you can live. If you ain't ready to do that, you're not no revolutionary. You're not nobody willing to straight lay your life down for change. You're not. You feel me? Especially if you're still doing and worshiping your enemy, your historical enemies worshiping. You're not ready. Stop it. You don't want no smoke. That's what the youngsters say today. You don't want no smoke. Yeah, because you don't. All right. So look, we've been watching for a nation that cannot save us. Right. What else to say?
Verse 18.
Yeah.
They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
Yeah.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't go into our streets, can we? If we do, it's not guaranteed that we're gonna make it back. They hunt our steps. You've been believing in a nation that can't save you. Look, this nation is vain. Guess what? And it's hunting your steps. You see? And it's all because you turned your back on the Most High. That's what it come down to, the nuts and bolts of the whole thing. You turn your back on the Most High. When you come back to the Most High and serve him as a son of his, man, look, we done had police salute us, pull us over, let us go. Oh, you guys have a nice day. Police today in Quick Trip. He came out of the stall. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm like, man, look, I'm blessed to be on this side of the grave. What's up with you? I'm talking to him like he had his vest on, vest sticking out of it. You know what I'm saying? He said, "You're what?" I said, "I'm blessed to be on this side of the grave." Yeah, I'm like, "What's up with you?" You did? He said, "Hey man, well, it's my last day at work, and I'm off for the next few days." I said, "Oh, family time, huh?" He said, "Oh yeah, man." He said, "Hey, but look, you be safe out there." I said, "Yeah, you do the same." You feel me? You just kept it moving. The devil has no power over you when you come back to the Most High. That's the whole point. You feel me? They move out your way. They deal with you totally different. They ask you, "Do you mind if I search the car?" No, I don't want you to search the car. I'm cool. Do you consent to me searching the car? No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Do you consent to, like, they straight be asking you?
Problems like that, they ask y'all say no.
Yeah, and they leave you alone. We just went, like, y'all know we just went somewhere last week, right? And we just went through that.
They pulled me out the car.
We went through that. Yeah.
Put me in the car. They asked to search the car.
Yeah, asked them about me.
Yeah, they say, oh, yeah. How do you know? Yeah, Malachi.
We ain't even know where near St. Louis. They asked about the Hebrew. Yeah, that's crazy.
So he said, so what the Hebrew? What is that? What do you got going on?
We fringed up, heads wrapped.
He was like, yeah, he pointed at my friend. So he's like, so what's that? I'm like, we a rap group. He's like, no. What you got? I'm like, what? We a church? He's like, no. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, rapper. Like, what are you trying to say?
I don't know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So he ended up saying, he said the government name.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me and was like, yeah, Malachi.
Yeah.
I said, well,
I'm all in there.
Yeah. How do you know him? How long have you known him?
Yeah.
Wow.
And look, I'm all in they mix, not for no drug running or none of that. It's a certain knowledge I know. I done shook up the state of Missouri, so they like, man, this nigga. So I'm all in there. My Hebrew name, all of it. But go ahead.
I'm about to get out the car.
Yeah.
They would pull Valley out the car. Valley come out yeah, officer, have you noticed the sun and the moon is at the same time?
I said, wow, y'all be there. I threw the whole conversation off. Look at the sun and the moon, they out the same time. You go like, wow, baffled to heat.
He didn't know Saturday.
Yeah.
He know after that he paid Valley Drive, and then he's like, well, look, can I get your fingerprint?
Yeah.
You know, you look at my name, certain things pop up.
Yeah.
So he like, can I get your fingerprint?
He asking though.
Asking.
He ain't saying I got it. You gotta give it to me.
Once he ran into Mally, he like, is there anything in the car? I'm like, no, it ain't nothing in the car. He like, do you consent to search? I said, no, I don't. He's like, okay, well, I ain't gonna search. He was like, well, can I get your fingerprints? I'm like, if that's gonna make us get back at home quicker, that's cool.
Come on.
Can y'all pull off the next exit and meet me behind the gas station? We all look at each other. We like, oh,
no,
hell no.
No, you can do what you do right here.
Yeah, you go my fingerprints, get it right there. So
Yeah.
He took his own sweet time on the highway to fingerprint every finger on both my hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to remove your fingerprint.
Yeah, so
they got us gone though.
So
we ended up getting about
after that, we pull off. He pull us back off.
He flag us again.
We like, oh,
like, man, what this heather was?
So anyways, he walked up to the car and he gave me my ID back. He was like, you guys have a nice day.
Yeah.
So he called back with your
Yeah.
But Mally said something real important though. We've been watching the Matrix. Like, that was Agent.
I never seen them.
That was Agent Smith.
Yeah. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
My government name rhyme with that. My last name and get my government rhyme with Anderson. So it's like he was like Mr. So and so. You know,
he
like
pulled us over just to ask about what we do.
Yeah.
He asked nothing. He didn't ask nothing about like my record.
But he knew
it was all about God.
I'm in the system.
But it was all about God though.
Yeah.
What is your friend about? What is that on your shirt? What is that on your neck? It was all pertaining to the spirit. It was weird as it was weird as
yeah. But he let us go. You feel me? It's like we wasn't even nervous around him. We looking at him like he our child.
Yeah.
But we kept it cool with him, you know what I'm saying? He what you pulling? We ain't do all that. We say, hey, what's up? What you need? What's going on?
He was looking for it too though. He was looking for me to do anything golf.
Yeah.
He looking at my record, my name, he looking. The whole time I'm like, how your day been? Has it been blessed? The whole time I'm just killing him with kind. Showing him, look, I don't need anger. Every time I get angry, I'm killing myself. So I don't even need to be angry. You know what I'm saying? But like, hurry up and get this process going.
Agree with your adversary while you're in the way with him. That's what the Messiah told us. And that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? He have no power over us.
Now he was like, yo, officer, you know this stuff.
Yeah. Like the sun and the moon out at the same time. You see that? Threw his whole vibe off. You understand? So it say right here they hunt our steps, but once we come back into proper alignment with the Most High, they have no power over us. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me finish this. Come on, bro.
Lamentations 4, verse 18.
Yeah.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Yeah.
Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens.
See, our persecutors say they swifter. I mean, heathens pop up out of nowhere, boy. You be like, boy, where you come from? Like when he flagged up, man, where did this heathen come from? We didn't even see him. But they swifter than the eagles of the heaven. This is describing your situation right here in America. Even though Jeremiah was talking about what was going on in Babylon. You understand? In his day, it's even further proven what we at today. This is Babylon. Okay, what else to say?
They pursued us upon the mountains.
Yeah.
They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Yeah.
The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow, we shall live among the heathen.
All right, drop it. Go to Zechariah 11. Zechariah 11, verse 4 and 5. Y'all finished reading it. Excellent. But the whole point was, we trust in a nation that can't save us. Right. You down there, hands up, don't shoot. You understand? Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens. That's vain help. This heathen wasn't putting power to help you. This heathen wasn't putting power to give you equal rights. He was putting power to rule over. He doing his job. Now, the thing is, do you want him off your back? And if you want him off your back, then you need to be doing the necessary steps in dealing with your God. You feel me? That way he can fall. But we don't want to do that. The Negro don't want to sacrifice. He don't want to pray, meditate, fast. He don't want to start keeping the commandments of the Most High. He'd rather stay out there in the streets because he got some type of high off people looking at him a certain way. You feel me? When all you got to do is stop acting like a nigga and start acting like a son of God, and you take his power away from him. Man, I'm talking about the police don't even, like, even when they do run into us, like, it be almost, they be the ones shaking. We be over there all comical, laughing most of the time. Like, oh, okay, here we go. And we'll petition the heavens right there. And when they pull them out the wheel, you know what I'm saying? We call on certain attributes of the Most High and not even worrying because we know he finna get back in his car and we on our way back home. We know this. So when we pray and petition the heavens, it ain't no uncertainty. It ain't doubt going on. Yeah, you feel me? We know for a certainty my little bro getting back in his car. You feel me? And we on our way back to the crib, period, point blank in the story.
Tell them about it. So sometimes they name all the stuff you got pulled up before. You got to want to say anything going down. They tell you, well, I'm going to be lenient this time. Every time we hear the same thing, I'm going to be lenient. I'm just going to get a ticket for it. You know what I'm saying? The ticket be so small. He be like, you could have charged me with all of this, but it be the power of the Most High.
Yeah.
It be that power. And they feel it. They like we got pulled up one time. They straight told us it's hot out. They said keep your car on, roll up your windows, and turn your AC. Yeah. We're like, well, look, we in our work truck, we ain't got no AC, but hey, all praise. You know what I'm saying? Hurry up.
Yeah. And then you know, see what it is. It's certain knowledge that we got. We know how to get rid of the tickets. You know what I'm saying? So then that's why I'm in neighborhood. You know, whatever. So it's a certain, not for no type of. I mean, it's perfectly lawful. But if everybody got that type of knowledge, then it would bankrupt the state. Because had you known what they was offering, not giving you, or making you take, it's an offer. So if you knew how to give it back a certain way, then it go away. You feel me? So that's what they was asking him. Like, hey, how do you know they threw my government name out there and, you know, then through the Hebrew. And I was like, what they saying, what? Malachi, yeah, all right, yeah. So we know there's certain knowledge that we we got or whatever. But when we rock under the vibration of the most, man, they ain't too much they can do. You know what I'm saying? And whatever they do, it was the Most High giving them permission, and it's just something for you to learn real quick. Like, go on, do that, you see something. You know what I'm saying? Spread that word to whoever. You finna have to sit for a minute, but spread my word or whatever. But you coming up out of there. That's simple. All right. So Zechariah 11 is where we going next, y'all. Zechariah 11. And Bruce, we dealing with the mindset of our people. You know what I'm saying? I thought I seen you down there earlier holding up a sign. You was protesting? You want to protest? Bruce, want to protest? Good. 11, verse 4 and 5.
It look like, I don't get me wrong, like, it's like everything so far so good. Like, it's been like a constant, like most of our people protest, but like, it ain't the way they I mean, it's a good way of going about doing it, but it ain't the way to kill them. Like, the way to kill them is to hit them in their pocket.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to make them feel you.
Yeah, like,
You feel me? That's the way to make them feel you, because that's the one thing this heathen don't want.
the world is built off love. Some people are hitting the corners because our black dollars like a tribute to what they do every day.
Yeah.
They gonna feel it. They gonna see like, okay, now we gotta get back. We gotta do something.
Yeah, but
You can't keep slapping them in that.
You gotta have your own black business.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you gonna spend black, you gotta spend black. You can't be playing around. You can't be playing around like soon as you get the munchies, you go to Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. Like, we ain't getting the munchies going to Mama's down here on Goodfella and Martin Luther King. Mom's right there.
I know, like, that was stuff.
I'm saying, and look, and then look, when I
try to, for the most
no doubt. So look, when I'm speaking, like, you doing your part, right? I'm talking about us collectively. The nigga is not finna go. The Negro is not about to go spin with his own collectively. It's just something that's inside of us. The world. That's why the heathen allow us to have the money that we get, because they know they gonna give it right back. They gonna give it right back. That's one thing them niggas ain't got. They don't got knowledge on how to run money.
Yeah.
When the so-called the one who stole our identity, they learn money running from our forefathers. Yeah. All right. So when they get $1, it hit 9 to 12 households before it leave a community. When you get $1, or when we get $1, we go right to the corner store. Yeah. It don't hit not one household.
It's almost like Oklahoma, look like Wall Street. We had going on.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We have followed that.
Yeah. And but look, and see, that's the thing. When we separate and do our own thing, that's powerful, right? They knew that because we was on a whole other side of the tracks, prosperous. They was poor,
right?
White trash.
Right.
You know what we tripped at with Black Wall Street? No military.
Sure, right.
You niggas got all this planes and things. Y'all ain't got no guns. Like, you gotta protect. Look, if you can't protect what's yours, it's not yours. If yours can get took, I don't care what it is. If any of your possessions get took, it's not yours. And see, that's one thing we need to learn from Black Wall Street. It's a mistake that we made. We had the economics down. We had everything, but spend with our own, separate, in which we need to be doing, live amongst our own. We the smartest people on the planet, in the history of the world, right? But we didn't think that they would show up to where that they would come and say, "We taking all this."
Hey, people the delusion though. Like, every time you get your taxes, notice. Loans is available at this time. Car loan, every loan that you've been trying to get throughout the whole fucking year, you get it this time. What is that about? Because they know, look, let's take their pocket, let's get them money, let's get some money, right?
That's right. That's right.
We fall right for it. Instead of saying, hey, you got 5, you got 7, you got 3, you got 4, you got 2, you got 1. Let's put that together and create our own part life. Exactly. Let's put that together and create our own small community bank. Instead, we're going to give it right back to the heathen.
Not thinking.
We are babes in the mind.
If y'all had the chance to purchase, I say 2 blocks in the city, we can get at least.
I'll be on that.
2 blocks in the city.
I'll be on
What is that? White on rice?
I'll be on it. Like, that's where my mind be at right now. I know
You
two.
would do it here in the city. You would do it.
Yeah, I know two vacant blocks right now waiting for us to take right now. Right now on the north side. Right now, whole block vacant, both of them. And they back-to-back blocks.
The theater.
Nah, it's around the corner. It's around the corner though.
It's for sale.
Al died.
Yeah.
Al died.
There's only 2 houses. I'm talking on the whole block.
Yeah, I know. I've been over there.
I know.
I see.
There's only 2 houses
right here. That whole block. That whole. Yeah. Yeah, we can kill it and then put us a store at the corner.
Yeah.
We'll kill it. Like, look.
Cause I seen it. I rolled around and I seen it, and it don't take a lot. It's just.
Man, it's the whole block, right? It's Kings Highway and Aldine to Euclid, Aldine, the whole block, baby.
I'm telling you the spirit though. Bill just talking. Think about behind them Aldine.
Yeah, it's right there.
And I got some realty classes I'm going to on Saturday about with the house.
Look at the
No. They tell you how to get it.
She just want a certification.
That's why I started putting more. This one certification. You already know the stuff. I just know the
it's already
Pedicure and manicure for
Oh
me.
yeah. Well, I need to look in with them like yesterday. Because all I watch is HGTV all day long.
You be on it, huh? But look, there's good visuals. Bring forth what's in that mind. Come on, Zechariah 11. Zechariah 11, 4 and 5. Y'all, we got it. Like, we the sons and daughters of the Most High. Ain't nothing you can't do. Just stay positive about it, man. Whenever depression seep in, fear, doubt, cast it out. That's the wrong vibration.
Just think about your family, your family,
Yeah.
your family. Do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
Our family's coming behind us. So it's like we got our, the time.
Yeah.
So much. Just we gotta come together and really.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do it.
I think there's some land in Illinois too.
I've been on.
And they got right by the street. They got everybody come here. Household companies meet, and they don't want to lot with this land. Nigga, do
Yeah.
get it done. It's not too far from the highway, but it's for sale, and they got the river runs through this land, and it's real prosperous.
Real shit, bro.
I've
We
been
work for these contracts in these banks.
Yeah.
The whole Illinois.
Yeah, I
We can
know.
go out in Illinois.
For real.
Make that.
I know.
Not a
I
killer,
thought something was
but
going
make a
on. That's why I asked, would you get it here, or would you say, no, let me go over there?
We do both. Like, we can get us some land and we can start, you know, that way our people here could see something start to manifest in front of them. You feel me? Like, dang, I could strive to be better than that. We can do both.
That's what I'm trying to get on.
Off the grid, get us some land over there, build up the city. Because that's what Paul McKee and all them doing. These local cats, so-called white boys, they buying up the whole
They
city.
buying it all.
Buying the whole city up.
That 475 going for 2,000 right now. $2,000.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
We got some city folks.
Yeah.
It's up in there in the city folks. Get us in there.
I look, Zechariah 11, 4 and 5.
Zechariah 11, verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, my Elohim, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Yeah.
Whose possessors slay them.
So we the flock of the slaughter. Our possessors, those that possess us, our slave masters, they slay us. Right? Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
You can't say this Bible ain't real. What was the verdict today?
Not guilty.
Yeah, you can't say this Bible ain't real. Anybody yapping, they just yapping. You feel me? Zechariah lived around 3,000 years ago. But the same spirit was in the earth then. The flock of the slaughter, their possessors slay them. They hold themselves not guilty. Darren Wilson, not guilty. Daniel Pantaleo choked Eric Gardner, not guilty. The cops that killed Tamir Rice, a little boy that was playing on the plate, not guilty. You feel me? What's the boy's name killed Trayvon Martin? George Zimmerman, not guilty. And the list goes on, not guilty. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. This is Bible prophecy. You can't say the Bible ain't real. I'm saying people be talking yap time over. What else to say?
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
Yeah.
For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Our own shepherds, our own leaders don't care. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, these so-called they don't care. When you done talking, you feel me? They'll be mad for a little second, but that's just for the camera. You feel me? But they see them opportunities to make money too. They say, okay, well, I control all these Negroes. I can make them either go home or I can make them angry. And they'll step to a major corporation and say, look, cut me a check for a couple million. Or I have all these niggas outside your door every morning shutting your business down. They'll do me behind the door, cut a little check.
Right.
And then I'll show up to them, make a speech and say, come on, y'all, this is not the way. It's time to go on home. Let's get economic with them. You feel me? And the Negro go on home not knowing that your own shepherds don't even pick you. Your own shepherds don't even pick you. That's where we at with it. So what would a real leader that was in the spirit of liberation, like Moses? Let's go to Moses. Let's go to Exodus chapter 2. Let's go to Moshe.
Right on.
Moses, huh? Let's go read about it. You know what I'm saying? And understand what spirit and vibration you ought to be in. Should you be like, oh, may the Lord, bless that Stokely character who killed that brother? And he said right on camera, what did he say to you? I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill that MF, huh?
That's premeditated all day long.
Yeah.
Look, it caught his whole crime.
But see, what she charged him with, that's how they
Not
get in the
the
way.
What they charged him?
They charged him with first degree murder. But the evidence didn't prove it was first degree, that's why he got off. She would have charged him with manslaughter, then he would have got it. But they know what they're doing.
Because first degree murder, you have to prove that you premeditated.
Exactly.
Like you was that whole day thinking about killing this man.
Exactly.
And not the spur of the moment.
Yeah, he said I'm gonna kill him before he jumped in the car and chased him down. Because he was mad because he sideswiped. He said I'm gonna kill that MF. He chased him down, and then I guess he forgot that his body cam was rolling. He pulled his personal AK out, plus his other pistol.
And what he doing with an AK?
He had black gloves on. He didn't have them on at first. Black gloves on.
Because you see how he killed me, took the gloves off,
all that.
put the AK in the back of her,
the whole time while he driving. Look, before he pulled up, when he was driving, got you. And that's when he pulled his K out, shot him up, ran back to the car, pulled out his personal weapon, planted it, and took his gloves off.
Yeah. Come on, sound like we would be doing.
Man, all this is on camera. This is show you how much you don't have no power. All this is on camera. All this on camera. He got locked up that night. They straight gave him bail. He's been out 5 years. Went to court and they said not guilty.
Yeah, he been living down in Texas and all that.
For 5 years.
I'm out of here.
They said not guilty. And look, 2 years and 2 weeks before that, I wish a nigga would. We're gonna pour the tanks. We're gonna pour the FEMA and national.
He wasn't locked alone. Just keep the tank on fire.
Yeah.
You can't leave. Okay, I know you on mine. You still can't leave. You still can't leave.
And then look, Google this. Who bonding him out though? Who got him out? He ain't got no 2 billion.
No, look, they raised that quick. Look,
so who bonding?
It's 2 police unions in St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's the white and the black. The black police officers not in the same police union as the white police officers. It's two police unions. I asked a white cop that when they was messing with IBL that day. I'm like, hey, what's your name, Billy? I had him on camera. Hey, what's your name, Billy? I said, why don't you speak about the 2 police unions in the St. Louis Police Department? Why is it there's a different police union for the white cops and the black cops? You feel me? He looked at me like, nigga, how do you know that?
Wow.
Because it's true. So even amongst your ranks for the Negroes as police officers, y'all know y'all been feeling all that so-called racism and all that, man. You feel me? And the scripture tell you about those that's in authority. Like if you in authority and you want the Most High to look out for you, you're not supposed to be taking any bribes. Feel me? You're not supposed to be free casing nobody. You understand? You're supposed to be content with your wages.
That's
like
right.
You ain't supposed to be like that. So you Negroes is in these police organizations, man. Y'all supposed to be standing up for y'all people, man. You know what I'm saying? Not going along with these devils just because you may lose your badge, man. That ain't what no real leader would do. We finna read about Moses right now. Let's go to Exodus chapter 2.
And make sure you put it on camera. Just not even 6 months ago, a white St. Louis County cop just shot a black St. Louis County cop at his crib.
Yeah, sure did.
And he was not guilty. Yeah. And dude straight said, I am a city cop.
Yeah, I'm a cop.
Pulled his badge and everything. White dude shot him. Yeah. Oh man, I know. I just thought he was a black man with a gun.
Yeah.
And they just sneezed at him. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. Freedom is an illusion the Negro was in captivity for turning their back against that God.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's see what a real leader would do. You feel me? He look, and again, he didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? No justice, no peace. Hands up, don't shoot. He ain't come off like that, man. He came with a straight up message. But when he first seen the injustice, you see what I'm saying? Man, he didn't pull out his phone, even though they had no phone. Let me record. Let me write this down and record this. What do you do? Exodus 2. Let's read 11 through 15. Exodus chapter 2.
Verse 11. And it came to pass in those days, when Moshe was grown, that he went out unto his brethren, and looked on their burdens. And he spied an Egyptian, smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren.
One of his who?
One of his brethren.
So this is a one nation smiting somebody of his nation. You hear people say, this is black on black crime. You can't speak up and say anything. Like every nation has what's called nation on nation crime going on. In other words, it's Chinese folks that strike Chinese folks. You feel me? It's Arabs that got beef with Arabs or whatever. But it's not the same when somebody comes from the outside and does that. When somebody comes from the outside and get at your people, that's an act of war. Everybody got beef within their ranks. So the whole excuse, well, you know, black folk kill black folk. So in other words, you can't speak out about the cop that just killed y'all because you niggas kill each other.
Yeah.
But you don't say nothing about the white man that killed the other white man or the Chinese man that killed him. Like who killed more Chinese folk than Chinese folk?
Right. Who killed more niggas than crackers?
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah. No. Like, look, a Negro can kill another Negro every day until the Messiah return, and you would never equal the number of how many white folks can get. Bro, do you know it was 100 million of us killed by them to arrive in America?
Before we got here, bro.
100 million. So that the numbers will never add up. The whole point is they come out and say certain things like black folk kill black folk. You feel me? As if that okays a so-called white man killing you or Arab, right? So when Moses saw an Egyptian smiting his brother, what did he do? Was it the same? Is it the same as if it's brother on brother? It's not the same. Just like you growing up in your house, you and your brother may fight. Dylan and Iz may get into it. You feel me? But nobody can come from the next neighborhood and say, well, look, just because Dylan and Israel got in a fight, we gonna go ahead and jump Dylan.
Yeah.
It don't fly, do it?
No.
Brothers may fight inwardly. You feel me? That's my whole point. But nobody can come from outside the house and get at your brother. It's gonna be a problem. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with your nation.
That's right, Hebrew.
Hebrews may beef with each other. Hebrews may even take it dirt with each other. But when somebody else, that's an act of war.
And look, I'm not trying to cut you off, but don't the heathen do that like that? They go back and forth with each other. If they threaten as a race, man, it's all kinds of army. Look, it be in a word that pop up, NWCPIAT, they make up letters just to form corporations for Negroes that's trying to take them down.
That's right.
They're banging government, they're banging back and forth with each other. Great Britain, USA, Russia, USA. But let some Negroes find an army right now. They're gonna be like, yeah, we have made an alliance until this problem is dissolved.
Yeah.
Until this problem is dissolved.
Yeah, God.
Then we go back to war with each other. We don't do the same thing. Crips and Bloods don't get together to get rid of the vice lords for coming and shooting their hood. No. They killing each other. You know what I'm saying? So collectively, economically, we don't even see how they see in the world. That's how low of a consciousness in a sunken place we is. We economically, we're not even on a certain level of consciousness. Economically, let's not even get on the spiritual. Right. It's crazy.
Yeah. What's about Moshe?
Exodus chapter 2, verse 12.
Yeah.
And he looked this way and that way.
You hear Moses? Moses like, look, I see him getting at my brother. Let me make sure the coast is clear real quick. Let me look this way real quick. Let me look that way. Ain't nobody looking. All right, go ahead.
And when he saw that there was no man, He slew the Egyptian.
When he saw with nobody looking, he laid the Egyptian down. You see? That was a true leader. True leader of God that did that. Not play around, not ask for civil rights. You don't see Moses nowhere in this story asking for civil rights. You feel me? Begging his enemy to be looked at as a man. That ain't his job. You see? So Moses looked that way, looked this way, saw what nobody looking. He laid the one that was striking his brother down. That's in the Bible? That's biblical. All right? Now, what you think Christ is going to do when he returns? He said, if you did to the least of my brothers, you did that to me. You did that to me if you did that to the least of my brothers. So even Christ takes it personal. You see? That's what else to say.
And hit him in the sand.
And then
and hit him in the sand.
He buried him. Let me go ahead and let me cover my tracks. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove against together.
So now his brothers is like Bill and Aeneas fight. They fight now. Let's see if it's the same judgment. Go ahead.
And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
He's like, what are y'all fighting for, man? The Egyptian smited his brother. He laid him down. He saw the brothers fighting. He broke it up. What are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian?
That show you them some niggas right there. Like, nigga, what you think you rule over us now? You gonna kill me like you killed that Egyptian yesterday? That show you that's us, because we do that. We got short memories. That remember Moses just saved you, brother.
Right.
Now you fighting with your brother. He like, look, y'all break that up, man. Y'all brothers. What are y'all doing? Nigga, don't. He probably yanked his shoulder away. Nigga, don't be touching me. You gonna kill me like you did that Egyptian? Wow. Go ahead.
And Moshe feared and said, surely this thing is known. Verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moshe.
Yeah.
But Moshe fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian.
Now trip off that. So that's the flip side of it. We ain't gonna bring you pie in the sky theory like, yeah, all y'all go lay these heathens down.
You gotta flee.
You see what Moses was prepped to do?
Burn out.
I gotta get out of here. Gotta be a fugitive at that point. Now, the Pharaoh may be mad at Moses, but God wasn't mad at him.
That's right.
So even though you may be a fugitive, you know, say it came to that, and you had to go that far with it. You understand? You would have to be prepped to go on the run in this age of biometrics and you feel me, fiber optic cables and cameras everywhere and facial recognition. You know what I'm saying? So even though so even though the Most High wouldn't be mad at you, but this government will. Feel me? So we ain't gonna give this one side of it. And so a real man would do that, and then you step up and do that, but you're not prepared to take it. Like, look, you want to go, bro, you want to flee behind that.
Your family and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Certain sacrifices got, but he was willing to make that sacrifice. And had he never did that and burnt out, he would never return. You know what I'm saying? With the hit from God, like, hey, let my people go. And that was a 40-year run. He had to be gone 40 years behind it. So he come back to Egypt, the very spot where he was raised, an old man. Moses wasn't no young man when he came back and told Pharaoh, hey, God sent me, you better let them go. That was 40 years later. More than likely, he was 80 years old.
Yeah. He just didn't arrive on no level of dealing with the Most High.
Yeah.
He had to be diligent and be patient and let the Most High come holler at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it. When he left and he met up with Jephthah and all the way to get back to this point where he met up with Christ in the mountain to go in and even have guts to be like, look, let my people go. So that means he had to be diligent, consistent, and have faith. And it took that many years for him to get it. I'm saying it's going to take that many years for us, but for him at that particular time, That's how much he took within inside himself. 40 years.
Testing trials.
He did. So, man, that's also a lesson to learn that this war ain't over tomorrow.
Straight up.
You claim you a revolutionary and all that, bro. Like this thing go generations.
It ain't over until September 23rd.
Yeah, like they saying it's over. It's over in a few days. That's the next date for you heathens. September 23rd is the end of the world now. Like whatever. Like if this is your life, you gotta dedicate your life to it. It's just that. It ain't gonna be over next week for you. You gotta be prepped to go live in the wilderness if you need to for 40 years. You feel me? All for the liberation of God's people.
That's right.
That's major. You feel me? So that means you gotta be what's called not selfish but selfless.
Yes, sir.
Take yourself up out of it. It's for God's people. He had to get him a wife, dog, while he was going to run, and he was a fugitive from Egypt this whole time. You feel me? Children, all that. He was a fugitive.
Yeah.
Now, trip off how they paint you in America as a fugitive. America's most wanted. Moses was America's, Egypt's most wanted. Y'all done seen this nigga? He been missing 40 years.
It wasn't no rap to bring him back alive. It was a death sentence.
Yeah, like
See him
kill him. Yeah, but that's part of this liberation. You know what I'm saying? Like certain men have to take it and put it on that level. Take it there. You know what I'm saying? So you done with that verse? You
and he sat down by the well. That's
that's the end of 15. Yes, sir. So we see Moses' mindset was nothing like the mindset of the Negro today. Now the Negro today want to go march, right? Let's go to Joshua, the 6th chapter. Let's go to Joshua, the 6th chapter. Yeah. Marching in the Bible is a declaration of war.
He got stretched out slowly.
Deal over there chilling.
Yeah, he chilling.
Look at that, he is over there asleep. Elbow drop, that little joke. Joshua chapter 6. Joshua chapter 6. Yeah, Joshua 6. And we just showing that marching is a declaration of war. You know what I'm saying? And when we went to that last scripture is to show that Moshe, a real leader of the Most High, is nothing like these bootlicking pastors you got today. Nothing like them. You feel me? Because he was willing to put his life on the line for the liberation of his. And knew the difference between the outsider bombing on his people and then just brothers fighting. Man, y'all brothers, man, let that go. And then had to be a fugitive. Now ask yourself, are you willing to take it there? I'm not gonna say most of these cats are with the Panthers, they used to call them armchair revolutionaries. You know, you're armchair revolutionary, you know.
The counting line.
You just all talk, but you're not action.
Yeah.
You see, Moshe was action with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was deeper than that. And these are powerful stories that we need to pass to our children. They need to know that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to know how powerful that the men that God raised up, feel me, and the sacrifice they're willing to make. Our people ain't willing to sacrifice that.
Yeah.
Going to scream at a few tanks and spit at the police, but going to clock back into work Monday ain't no type of revolution.
Yeah.
Stop it. You're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Your best bet is to say, you know what, let me stop doing what the heathen is doing. You want to see the heathen drop, stop doing what he's doing. Period. Stop eating how you eat. Stop worship how you worship. Stop dressing how you dressing. Stop talking how you talking. You feel me? Stick to your own. You feel me? Serve your God. And this heathen will fall within your lifetime. Yeah. You'll witness it. Because he needs you to survive. It's like the Matrix. The machines in the Matrix. The machines in the Matrix needed the humans. Yeah, that's my favorite movie.
I watch it once a night. I watch it once a night.
It's 3 parts to the Matrix.
Blow your mind.
Hey, part 1, and then it's Matrix Reloaded, and then Matrix Revolution. It's three parts.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix on the Fire Stick.
You know the Fire Stick, don't you?
One, two, three movies.
1, 2, 3 movies is another one.
But look, look, 2 and 3 cool, but that Matrix 1, oh, that's full of all daggers. so many spiritual levels and layers to it.
You gonna love it. And then look, when you get to part 2, he go holler at the architect.
Yeah.
Go holler at God.
Yeah.
Oh, the conversation they had was like, oh man. And look,
He had all the keys.
You feel me? He let it be known to him. Like the whole reality you living. And he was like, look, you think you the first one came holler at me? All 6 of your predecessors failed.
Yeah.
Like you ain't there. He like, what? It was 6 before? I thought I was the chosen one.
He looked on the screen, it was all past of him doing the same thing.
Yeah. Human emotion.
It was great.
So he's really talking to him like, look, man, you humans, yeah. He said, well, you need us to survive. There are levels we are willing to go to ensure our survival.
Yeah.
Like it's straight go down. And it was an Israelite sister that came over that movie.
Yeah.
You know how Japanese cats put the movie out? The Japanese, she sued him and got her millions. It was a sister that came out with the whole concept of the Matrix. It was some Japanese brothers that put it out. She sued every last one of them. She settled out of court. I mean, they settled out of court. She won a settlement like 2-3 years ago.
Wow.
There was a black sister, a Hebrew sister that came up with the Matrix. The name of the last city was Zion.
Zion. Ship was Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar was
the lady was called the Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle.
His name was
all biblical.
All biblical names.
All of his biblical.
I love that book. I love it, but I like that.
I mean, look, I watch it to get daggers every night.
Yeah,
like
we watch it every night and get a new understanding.
Yeah.
We go to work in the morning. Hey, did you peep this part? I was like,
the name of the software company. The name of the software company. The name of the book that Neo first flipped open. Man, I started pausing. Did you see the name of that? Look that book up. It's an actual book that exists. Like, wow, we need to get that. The name of the software company. You feel me? Dang, okay, dang. They inside a computer program type. Yeah, deep. All right, so where we at?
We in the book of Joshua,
chapter 6. Yeah, start at verse 1.
Verse 1. Now Jericho was straightly shut up because the children of Israel, none went out, none came in. Verse 2. And the Lord said unto Joshua, see, I have given unto thine hand of Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of value.
The mighty men of valor. So he let Joshua know, like, look, this very spot, this is y'all first stronghold y'all need to take. Take the promised land that I promised Abraham. The first spot is Jericho. You got to take that. Most High set the Israelites up on a military campaign. So we wandered for 40 years, right? Now it's time. That unbelieving generation died out. Joshua's still alive. He an old man at this time. He's like, look, first spot y'all gonna take is Jericho. All right? Come on, Negro.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war.
All ye men of who?
All ye men of war.
All ye men of war. Go ahead.
And go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days.
So you going around or marching. Compass the city. March. Marching is an act of war. So when anytime my people say, we finna go march, or we finna go, protest, the heathen know what you still ain't figured out. That's why you think they out there in riot gear. They like, look, if they get any sense, they understand what, according to the ancient vibration we under, this is war.
It's war.
Every nation, and there go that trumpet again. That's right, sister. There go them trumpets. You see what I'm saying? So we got everything for war. We got the trumpets, and we got the army there, and they're marching.
Yeah, formation, battle formation.
You feel me? You Negroes showing up talking about y'all going to march, right? But you ain't prepped for war.
Ain't dropping nobody.
Marching is nothing you do to go ask for civil rights. Marching, according to every ancient philosophy, is wartime.
Take some.
That's why they out there in their tanks and they riot gear. You heard marching in an ancient vibration like I'm ready for war, but you ain't got damn water pistol. You ain't got no type of organization, no nothing.
You ain't got no water gun.
Yeah, what are you doing? So don't ask me, am I coming to march? Not only no.
But hell no.
Not only no, but
hell no.
Because if it's marching, then it's wartime.
Straight up.
I'm not finna go spit at no tanks and cuss out no. Look, they wasn't there cussing out the Hamites in Jericho. Then we finna march around this deal. God gave it to us, and this place is coming down. Straight message.
Yeah.
You see, not to play around with none of that, man. So no, we ain't into none of that. The Bible tell you, matter of fact, I need you to grab that. Don't follow a multitude to do evil. Deuteronomy 20, Exodus 23, 1 and 2. You're not supposed to follow no multitude to do evil, man. These niggas be out here looting, stealing 30 packs of bird, stealing tires and rims. Well, this is fruitless. We are not getting no type of liberation out of this.
And niggas ain't even got cars to put the rims on.
That's
Like, what are you
saying.
for the rim? Negro, you ain't got no car. You took the bus to loot the rim shop. What's going on there?
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right, what up? We're gonna read down to 16.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumps of ram's horn.
And what are the trumps?
And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times.
Yeah.
And the priest shall blow with the trumps. And it shall come to pass.
Hold on. So the preachers are at the war?
Oh, the priest is at war.
The priests are there.
And they on front line.
Wow. Wow. You think Creflo Dollar be at the war?
Nah. Yeah.
Oh, TD Snakes in there?
Not heaven, no.
Not,
hell no.
Not only no.
But hell no.
You think these brothers going to war?
What did they say? This is not what God will want.
Yeah.
There's all types of peace treaties in this day.
Yeah. But you see the priest of the Most High was at the war.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what else to say?
Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet,
that's right,
all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat.
Yeah.
And the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. And Joshua, the son of Nun, called the priests and said unto them, take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of rams, horns before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, pass on and compass the city, and let him that his arm pass before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram horns passed on before the Lord and blew with the trumpet.
The priest pass on like, look, we up front.
Yeah, that's hard.
We blowing the truck. We got the Ark of the Covenant. We got our nuclear weapon. We got our bomb with us.
That's what it is.
We got our energy source. We got our ancient weapon with us. You feel me? That the Most High meet with us at. You see? So this ain't no playing around type, you know, Nick Rose sugarfooting, asking for civil rights and playing around. This is serious. And they marching. You see that? So when you march, that's a declaration of war. And if you ain't about war, what are you marching for?
Exactly.
That's the whole point, right? It'd be silly for us as men of God to be out there talking about some hands up, don't shoot.
Right.
That's silly. He out there in riot gear.
That's silly.
He don't know nothing about what you talking about.
That's silly.
He been prepped like, hey, first one trip, him in the red hoodie.
Yeah.
Then they go right over there and take you out the midst of your partners in there.
Just do they point? They straight point, and then all you see is 4 heathens come, body bag, and throw them in the back.
And put the guns on your boys and them.
Yeah,
like,
what you gonna do something?
And bag on out. And throw him headlong into the paddy wagon. Next, him in the black hoodie. And they gonna take you out the you, so you're not there for war.
Right.
You're there to play. Yeah. He's not there to play. Yeah. What else to say?
It says, verse 8 again.
Yeah.
And it came to pass when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram horns passed on before the Lord, and blew the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. Ooh, they got the ark following them again. And the armed man went before the priest and blew with the trumpets, and the reward came after the ark, the priest going on and blowing with the trumpets. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, ye shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out your mouth until the day I bid you shout. Then shall ye shout.
So that shows you that they in order.
Straight order.
The first 6 days, they ain't saying nothing.
Straight order. They just marching.
Hands up, don't shoot.
No, ain't none of that. Ain't no shout.
You heathens. They ain't
their
giving
voice.
nobody the finger.
Right.
You feel me? Veins ain't popping out their neck,
No.
no nothing. They in order. It's an army of God.
Mm.
Hey man, march around that city 6 times. You feel me? Each day. The 7th day you gonna go around that deal, or once a day for 6 days. 7th day you gonna go around it this many times. Don't say nothing till I tell you to say something.
Or
You see, it's not what you saw in Ferguson. It's not what you see in downtown in St. Louis right now. You want to take over something, you want to know that God is with you, you got to keep the order of God. You got to be down with the Most High. What else to say, Al?
verse 11.
Yeah.
So the ark of the Lord can pass the city, going about it once, and they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord, and 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually and blew the trumpets, and the armed men went before them.
The arm, man, I heard arm.
Yeah.
What else to say?
But the reward came after the ark of the Lord, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And the 2nd day they compassed the city once and returned into the camp. So they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the drawing of the day and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priest blew the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, shout, for the Lord hath given you the city.
So I'm shouting the 7th day. Most High done gave it to you. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 17, and the city shall a curse, even it, and all therein. To the Lord only Rahab, the harlot, shall live. She and all that were in the house, because she had the messengers that were sent.
See, so it's Rahab the harlot, right? You see a harlot being spared, and even Hebrews 11 chapter, it says she had great faith. She gonna be spared in that day, because you know what she did? If you did what she did today, that's treason.
Yeah, that is.
You wouldn't just get locked up, you get the death penalty for that. That's treason. You let someone else in from another nation, and you what, hid them?
The enemy in, and you say,
yeah. Yeah, that's
Treachery.
why, because she was willing to put her neck on the line for God and his people. She's like, look, guess what? She got a spot in God's kingdom. You feel me? And she wasn't the most flawless sister. I mean, her whole family ended up having to just be servants, like water drawers and all that for us and all that. But the whole point, the message behind it is that even though she was contrary, the way she lived was contrary to the Most High, the Most High still got her. She's in the kingdom.
What you say, Urge? We heard about y'all guys.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ebro.
Verse 18.
Yeah. You read 18?
Yeah, man, 18.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 18. And ye, in any wise, keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourself a curse. When ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse and trouble. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron were consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come unto the treasury of the Lord.
So he's saying, that this is war, booty or spoil is going down. But stay away from them cursed things like them idols and anything consecrated, dedicated to their gods. So you see, this is a military takeover right here. They march because it's time to go to war. Not to play around, not to ask for equal rights or civil rights. But the Most High gave you a hit. So our brothers and sisters ain't supposed to be out there marching and putting themselves in that situation like that. All right, that's it for that. You got the Exodus. Write it for me, Yaakov, if you can, or you can grab Exodus 23. And now I want to get into some of these prayers and psalms, you know what I'm saying? About the mindset that we ought to be in. We need 2 Thessalonians 1 and 2, I believe it is.
You got the Exodus 23? I get the 2 Thessalonians.
We need 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6 to 10. And look, and it goes just going into the mindset that we ought to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know vengeance is the Most High, you feel me? Is it wrong for you to ask the Most High for vengeance?
No.
It's not. But see, in today's society, amongst our people, our people, especially in that Christian church, they're not asking God for justice and vengeance. They're not asking him for that. And that spirit has actually seduced us and killed us as a people. Because you're not asking the Most High, the very one who said, look, if you ask me, I'll give you the heathen. If you ask me, I'll fight for you. But we're not asking him.
They break it today and bust the windows at the mayor's house and put red paint all over the wall.
That's not, look, that's a low.
That's childish. That's childish.
That's foolish anger.
That's childish.
You understand? It's like the scripture tell you can be angry, just don't break a law, don't sin. You feel me? But had you known that you could petition the heavens for the Most High to bring vengeance, all you got to do is be what? In line with the Most High. You got to be striving to live by off His commandments and all that. So when you see injustice, you can bring it. You can pray to Him like, Lord, please bring this. You know what I'm saying? That's injustice right there. And He'll honor that. And He'll honor it. But we don't even want to do that. Like telling the sister in the store earlier today, you got to get more radical with your prayers. You praying for Jolly Ranchers.
She got mad. She was like, just pray for me.
You're not praying
for. You heard about praying for that, praying for vengeance.
Yeah. Like wrong. Like that, try it, and they just be like,
yeah. She said, just pray for me. Molly said, no, what we need to be praying for is vision on this heathen for our cause. She looked at Molly, she said, yeah, look, anyways, just pray for me. Don't pray for my slave master. Just pray for me. I said, wow, we are damn it.
But I mean, the scripture go into perfect hatred. You feel me? When you see the overthrowing and perverting of judgment, what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to, come on. The scriptures say vengeance is, even Nat Turner knew that. When you watch that movie Birth of a Nation, he said, oh Lord, you said in your word, our obedience, you will be an adversary to our adversaries. And He will. Like, you got the power to petition Him right then and there. You just got to make sure you right, because He's not a respecter of person. But I mean, every day you got to be striving to be right and please your God. What's wrong with that? Why that seem like that's the boogeyman? Oh, that's too hard. That ain't hard. You striving every day to be better than the day before. You feel me?
Now, what does that mean exactly?
What's that? That mean this. Like, if you wrong as His chosen, or somebody that's not as chosen is right, He's gonna honor that which is right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we His chosen, and we know we ain't supposed to be stealing, but we stealing. And a Gentile roll up and say, you know your God say don't steal. He gonna honor the Gentile. Right. He's no respecter of persons. Just because you get a free pass. If anything, you get a worse punishment because you knew better.
Yeah.
You see?
Going to what you say all the time too. Like, Lord, kill an adulterer. But you just got done creeping last night. Your ass getting killed with them.
Yeah.
You mean
no calling down judgment on your own head.
Judgment on yourself.
Yeah.
Like how, yeah. But you was a part of the whole wicked plot with them.
Yeah.
See, so it just means you got to be real with it. You just got to be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you calling for judgment on injustice, you can't be acting like the ones that's committing the injustice.
Man.
Because the Most High He'll honor it, but then you gotta answer for it as well.
Because you're a part of the same thing you was praying.
You're a part of the problem.
Oh man.
All right, let's get this. Exodus 23.
Exodus 23, verse 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt not raise a false report.
Yeah.
But not thine hand with the wicked to be unrighteous witness. Verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. That's all they're rioting, yo. Everybody rioting and protesting and looting. And you saw a Negro run up out of there in Ferguson with a cash register. Negro jumped out of there with a cash register, a 30-pack of bird. You know what I'm saying?
Personal gain.
Come on, man. We not supposed to follow a multitude to do evil. All right, go ahead.
Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment.
Rest or twist judgment. Can't twist judgment of the Most High. His judgments are righteous. You dig? And that's basically what this heathen just did today. They twisted his judgment. Feel me? The righteous judgment would have been to put him down for him putting that brother down. You got the tapes. You got everything on camera. You got it. Yeah, it's really open and shut case. Not lock him up, put him down.
That's right.
Eye for an eye. That's righteous judgment. Yeah. And they all sit together. The fraternal order of police, they don't do their thing. All right, let's get 2 Thessalonians for y'all think it ain't in the New Testament. 2 Thessalonians. We're gonna go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. We need Revelation, y'all can grab Revelation 6, 9 through 11. You're supposed to be asking the Most High, petitioning the heavens to protect his people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. Like, you got enemies, and you have no power in your hand. Ain't like me saying, hey, go get you some bombs, Mina, and blow up the state capitol. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Black Panthers would have did. Or somebody of that faction. No, but what we're saying is pray to your daddy about the injustices that are happening. You understand? And watch him move for you. What's wrong with that? You have, other than that, you were just made to be a slave and get your rear end kicked up past your shoulder blades for the rest of your life. Whenever this heathen drink his whiskey, he can come through, rape your woman, kill your sons, and it's just what it is. Right? But had you known you got the most powerful weapon in existence, the Most High. You got an earth force of angels waiting for you to ask them to handle business. Or waiting for you to ask the Most High to get them orders to fight on your behalf.
Like waiting for your kids, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like getting at your kids and you don't know when they finally come to you, you're going to turn some heads off. Yeah.
Same exact thing, ain't it? So if it's like that on a carnal level, physical level, why wouldn't it be like that even more dealing with the Most High?
Yeah.
He actually loves us, but we're not asking him.
That's right.
You have not because you ask not. You ain't asking. You too busy asking that the Most High be abundant to this heathen who just killed your people. Instead of saying, Most High, bring righteous judgment to the situation.
Right. Lord, get this heathen $1 million so he can give me 5,000. Please, Lord.
Your prayers are not focused in the right place. It's just not. It's just not, man. We've been told if you're praying like that, you're radical and God is not with you. But we're going to the scriptures where Christ said, pray for your enemies, right? And show that he ain't talking about the heathen that said, I'm going to kill this MF. He ain't even talking about him. You know what he's talking about? That auntie you ain't talked to in 5 years. That cousin you don't deal with no more because he owe you $5. Huh? That grandmama that calls you the devil because you in this new way of life and worship. That's who you pray for, man. You pray for your people because we have become our own enemies. You see what I'm saying? But the enemies of our nation, you'll never see that in the Bible. You ever seen God, like when the Most High pouring the plagues out on the Egyptians, God, please bless Pharaoh and so I can make more, so he can whoop my back to make more bread. God, please bless the Assyrians and the Greeks so they can Hellenize my sons and make them work out naked in gymnasiums. God, please bless the Romans so they can nail us to more and more crosses and burn our bodies for street lamps. You don't see that in the Bible nowhere. When the Messiah said, pray for your enemies, he was talking about the enemies of your own household, your nation, your people. We were commanded to love one another because the world hates us. That make more sense than you go pray for the clan who just raped your wife, Negro. That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All you really read in one prayer against war.
Get your brother.
Yeah. God avenge my cause. Lord, avenge my cause. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, makes sense. So the 6th, bro.
Yeah, verse 6. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. I think it's like 10 or something like that.
All good, bro. Book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6.
Yeah.
seeing it as a righteous thing with God.
No, wicked thing.
A righteous thing with God. To recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
So it's righteous with the Most High to pay back those that trouble us. It's a recompense tribulation to them that trouble us. This is New Testament.
Yes,
it's righteous with the Most High to pay back your adversaries.
Yes, sir.
And put them in tribulation. For them that trouble us. You'll never read that one in church. That won't get read.
No, it won't.
Because the agenda is to keep the Negro in a docile, you feel me, flagellant state of mind. This real soft and inside voice. You know, Don Lemon. Hello, sisters and brothers. And hey. No, you supposed to be a man around this deal, especially the men. You supposed to be bold and walking hard and, you know what I'm saying? Roaring around this deal.
Straight up.
That's righteous, because it's righteous with the Most High to pay back tribulation to them that trouble us.
Yeah.
Recompense mean payback. What else to say, brother?
Verse 7.
Yeah.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us. For the Lord Jesus.
Rest with us what?
When the Lord Jesus shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
No, weak angels.
With his mighty angels.
That's what we're saying. The Messiah coming back with a hit squad.
Yeah.
Angels, a host, a heavenly host.
Heavenly hitters.
Shall be revealed or manifested from heaven. What? With his mighty angels.
What?
That's how the payback going down. That means he just got the hit from the Father on high.
Yeah.
To what? Bring judgment to this situation.
Come hit some head.
Yeah. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God, and that obey not the gospel of the Lord, Hamashiach Yahushua.
You see that? So he's saying, look, he taking vengeance. When we read vengeance is the Lord's, baby, don't get mad. You right, vengeance is the Lord's. Right? He coming to hit heads. Not to play with you.
Boy, this verse 9.
Not to play. This is beautiful. This is the gospel. You understand? What else to say?
Man, verse 9. Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction.
That's beautiful.
From the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power.
See, everlasting destruction, punished. These heathens are going down for what they've done. You know, the Most High tell you in that Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6 to 8, the day they touched you, they touched the apple of my eye. It's like they done poked the Most High in his eye. That's why it's important for the
millstone.
They kill yourself.
Tie around your neck, jump in the ocean.
Do you know do you know the heinous crime every time they done shed or killed a prince or a princess of God? That's heinous in the eyes of God. You got an answer for that.
That's major. That's capital.
There's Sister Sandra Bland. There's Sandra Bland, the sister. Pulled her over. Next thing we know, she dead. The sister up in Chicago that just was in the freezer. And like the one brother found was his organs harvested.
Yeah. What about the little girl, the young lady in Pageshare police station? They said hung herself.
Yeah.
Over traffic ticket.
Yeah, over a traffic ticket. Our sister in Israel who decided to join the army in Israel, Tovit Ratcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They poured acid on her private parts and everything, killed her. Yeah, they did. Because she didn't want to get with one of them heathen officers over there. They killed that little sister, man. Her name Tovit Ratcliffe. Y'all can Google her.
Or New York, brother sitting up in his stairwell. He just was found with his brains blown out. Ballistics came back to a police-issued weapon.
Yeah.
Never been spoke about. You can Google this, but it would not be on no headline. There's so many of our brothers and sisters dying by the hands of this government that we don't even, it's not even on main media.
So you see why judgment got to come to set the record straight, to balance the, but the books got to be balanced.
It don't make sense for a person to say, I don't know what to pray for.
Right, exactly, sis. But Negroes right now is marching, throwing beer bottles and dirty napkins with bookers in. I'm saying.
And red paint.
And red paint.
And this is fruitless. Like, you're not going to get no type of results. You feel me? That you're striving for. Think about it. If you're down there screaming and marching, Ain't it because you want some type of positive results? And it's like, look, I want them to hear me because of this.
But when David had it, he went in prayer.
Yeah.
God told him, look.
Hey, look, we're gonna read about David's prayer. We're gonna read a couple of David's prayers. Yeah, 109, Psalm 58. But before we do that, after we finish this, we're gonna go to that Luke and show when the Messiah said, pray for your enemies, he wasn't talking about the Klan or the neo-Nazis.
You want me to finish this all off, big bro?
Go read on down to you might as well finish it off.
Yeah, because it's 10. Yeah. All right, verse 10. When he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day.
That's right.
Wherefore, also we pray always for you, that our God will count you worthy of this call, and fulfill all the good pleasures of his goodness, and the works of faith with power, that the name
works of faith with who?
With power.
Oh,
this gospel is not weak.
No, not at all.
Feel me? Powerful.
It's mighty.
What else?
That the name of Mashiach Yahushua may be glorified in you, and ye in him, according to the grace of our Elohim and the Mashiach Yahushua.
Yeah, the Messiah. See? Let's go to Luke 6 real quick. Luke 6, 20 through 27. Luke chapter 6, 20 through 27. What we're going to show here is, see, they'll read verse 27 and say, love your enemies, pray for your enemies on it, but they never go back up to verse 20 and then read down. It's important you do that so you know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Other than that, you'll leave there thinking, pray for that cop that just killed that brother and got off.
Yeah.
Pray for the Klan who raped your wife.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and then that will make the Bible a contradiction because we got Moses laying somebody down. We got David praying for the heads of his enemies and all that. So now we get all the way up in the New Testament, and then Jesus all of a sudden saying, "No, pray for their wealth and prosperity."
Right. Makes no sense.
It ain't making no sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he did was teach love amongst us as a people. We need to learn to love again. We do. We need to learn to love each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we done became worse than the very heathen that got us oppressed. That's oppressing us. We done came worse than them. We in a wish a nigga would spirit. What happened?
And 2 more police officers got injured over in West End.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I put some Epsom salt on it, you know. Icy hot. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Yeah, after 400 years of us getting handled, that
You just injured?
You just injured.
We in wrong news right now.
Yeah, sprained elbow. You be all right.
Tripped over a book.
Give him a thermometer. Give him some chicken noodle soup. He be all right. Niggas get injured every day, B.
Yeah. When it's done, he'll get validated with a purple heart.
Yeah.
You dodged the booger now.
Niggas get injured every day, B. Yes, nothing. Whatever. All right, let's get it, Hebrew.
We in Luke chapter 6, starting at verse 20.
And we're gonna go into because somebody was asking about the whole forgiveness thing. Then we need Luke 17 after that 1 and 2. There's rules to forgiveness. You feel me? Yeah, we need to pull it after that. All right, come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
All right, Luke chapter 6, verse 20.
Yeah.
And he lifted up his eyes unto his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of God.
Knows who he's talking to. He's talking about it to his disciples. Blessed are the poor, yours is the kingdom. All right, what else to say?
Verse 21. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled.
Yeah.
Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh.
Right.
Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company.
Yeah.
That ye shall reproach you.
Read it again.
And shall reproach. Let me start that from 22 again. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company.
When they shall separate you from their company.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy.
No. Get mad.
Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy.
Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy when you're cast out for the Son of Man's sake. He said, don't get mad. You got me messed up, nigga. Call me a devil. Nigga. They ain't said none of that, did it?
No.
It said leap for joy.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets.
Now, so the question is, who did what to the fathers? Who did what to the fathers? So that they in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Who did what? Who were the fathers? And who did what to the prophets? Who are you talking to? Would have to be, because who persecuted Israel's prophets?
Israel.
The Israelites. Feel me? Our fathers did that to our prophets. So we say rejoice in that day when people talk bad about you. So he's dealing with a situation to teaching us how to deal with the naysaying and the mocking amongst each other. He's like, look, they fathers did the same thing to the prophets. So if you hated for the truth, rejoice. Leap for joy. Don't get mad. Nigga, my auntie got me messed up. You feel me? My sister got me messed up. Get all bow-legged in the shoulders. You ready to fight? That's not the spirit. He said they actually rejoice. Because their fathers did the same thing to the prophets of old. They hated them. They despised them. He said, look, leap for joy because you got a reward in heaven that's great. Who get mad about a reward in heaven? And you're going to be happy about that, ain't you? So now we've established that Christ is talking to Israel about dealing with Israel. He ain't talking about nobody else. All right, what else to say?
Verse 24.
Yeah.
But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
So woe unto you that already paid off, you know. You good. What else to say?
Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. For so did their fathers to the false prophets.
See? So there you go again. Their fathers spoke well of the false prophets. Spoke bad about the real prophets, but when the false prophets showed up, because the real prophets show up and tell you what you need there, and they don't feel good all the time. Sometimes you're like, oh, God, that thing just said that about what? That sounded like he was talking to me. Because it was meant for you.
Creflo Dollar show up, you stanky legged and clapping.
Yeah. All right. So this right here, just so y'all can write it down and just show y'all an example of it. Showing you what they did to the fathers, right? 2 Chronicles 36. I'm going to read this real quick. 2 Chronicles 36. I'll start at verse 14. 2 Chronicles 36. Verse 14. This to show what the Messiah was saying. What they did to the fathers did to the prophets. Here we go right here. 2 Chronicles 36 and 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen and polluted the house of Yah, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Most High God of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of God and despised his words and misused his prophets. Till the wrath of the Most High rose against his people, till there was no remedy. Therefore, he brought upon them the king of the Chaldees, who slew their young men with the sword in the house of their sanctuary, and had no compassion upon young man or maiden, old man, or him that stooped for age. He gave them all into his hand. All the vessels of the house of Yah, great and small, and the treasures of the house of Yah, and the treasures of the king and of his princes, all these he brought to Babylon. And they keep going, but it shows you that the Most High been sending us messengers, and we mock them. So when the Messiah says, so did their fathers to the prophets, he wasn't talking about white folk did that to the prophets. He wasn't talking about Arabs did that. We did that to the prophets God sent us because we ain't heard the truth. All right? So now we know he was talking about his people. All right? What that next verse say, Shalom,
verse 27. It says, but I say unto you, which hear, love your enemies.
So he talking about the enemies of your own house. You see what I'm saying? Because our people did that to the prophet. So the so-called church will read that one verse and say, see, no, God, no, you can't be mad about what just happened. Jesus says, love your enemies. But he's talking about the enemies of our own household, enemies of our own nation. Like, we got to love even those that are coons or bootlickers. Like, I can't believe he just said that. Right? You got to pray for that brother. You know what I'm saying? Brothers acting crazy, may be in the truth, but, you know, all type of crazy doctrines, like it's lawful to rape a woman. This nigga crazy. It's out there. There's some crazy doctrines out there. That Negro will get pistol whipped coming around her, but he'll still get prayed for. We'll pray for him. We'll get pistol. Yeah, he'll get pistol whipped coming around her, but we'll still have to pray for him. Yeah, boy, you get all your little luxuries to get removed off of you. Straight up. But we still have to pray for you. Dig? So the enemies he tells us to pray for are those of our own nation. All right. So that's I wanted to go there to show that, because in this hour, the so-called Negro preachers say, well, you can't get no type of God. You can't ask God for no type of thing. God just pray for them. But he's actually saying pray for those that are enemies of your own people. Right. That's why we started at verse 20. Their fathers did the same thing to the prophet. Well, that's the enemies he's talking about. Matthew chapter 10, he said, your enemies will be they of your own household. Your foes will be they of your own household. You feel me? Those are your enemies he's talking about. Those are the enemies you pray for. Those of another nation, castrating you, hanging you, killing you down in the streets like you don't even exist. The prayer should be for vengeance and retribution. Right. Feel me? Not that they prosper and continue to kill you the way they do. That's the message they don't want you to know. Because once we get, as a collective conscience, start praying to the Most High for vengeance, vengeance comes. You understand? And that's the only power to get this heathen up off of us. It ain't like we can load up and go take him down. He's a champion of killing, but who's over him? Most High control the storms. Like storms just hit down Houston and Florida and all that. It wasn't no nigga jokes dripping off them heathens' lips.
Ain't no bullets and shells.
It wasn't no nigga. They wasn't. It was, oh God,
Lord.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. But that's our God. All right. So that's the difference. That's what it is. And that's why we always go back and we read that way. We can get a proper understanding. All right. It's righteous to ask for vengeance. Yak, you got the Revelation 6 over there?
That's 27.
Yeah,
it says, but I say unto you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you.
Mm-hmm. And that's how we got to be with our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you'll forgive the heathen that just killed your people, but you still beefing with your aunt, your auntie, your cousin that owe you $5. Yeah, you in that I wish a nigga would spirit. But one heathen can roll up. I done seen the hardest, man. Look, I done seen the hardest Negroes. I done seen one cop roll up. I done seen 5 niggas throw their guns under the car. They could pull their pants up, like, straighten their pants up, and then start talking like they on a job interview. Sir, yes, sir, yeah, cool, yeah. You be like, nigga, where did all that come from? Like, what is it? Nigga, like that is one of them. It's at least 5 of y'all. You feel me? What? Hey, that's called being dismayed.
Right, because you niggas probably just got done killing a nigga back down the street.
Down the street, you did.
But the cracker pull up and you hide your gun.
One of them. One of these heathens pull up. You feel me? Look at these.
He like,
that head to the left, that Hebrew turn. Yeah. No, 9 through 11. Now look, it's righteous to ask the Most High for vengeance. It's righteous. It's righteous. Revelation 6, 9 through 11.
And when he had opened the 5th seal,
yeah,
I saw under the altar, souls of them were slain. Word Yah.
So he saw under the altar those that were martyred for the truth, slain for the word of God. Feel me? And which is coming to brothers even in this age. Like, that's some of our only exit about it here. Like, they gonna eventually going to shut them brothers up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But they up under the altar of the Most High. Like the Most High got them, right? What else to say?
And for the testimony which they held.
Yeah.
And they cried with a loud voice, saying, "Oh, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?"
Hear what they asking the Most High? These are brothers that have passed on. They asking the Most High, how long? They say, Lord, give us a time frame. How long, O Lord, holy and true, do you not avenge our blood that was shed on the earth? What does avenge mean? It means bring vengeance. Most High, when you going to bring vengeance and get at these heathens for shedding our blood on the earth? Why we ain't asking the Most High that? If we got people that have passed on that have asked the Most High, how long till you get you some payback? Why we don't pray like that no more? We told that's wrong. But these are brothers that have passed on. It's like, Lord, how long? Feel me? We were murdered. Our blood was shed, innocent blood. How long is gonna be until you get some payback for our blood that's been shed on the earth? You see? So even in your own prayers, when you praying to the Most High about the condition of your people, whatever, there's nothing wrong with that. You should be asking the Most High that. Other than that, what you gonna do? If prayer is powerful, and that's our only weapon, we ain't got no other weapons. If a heathen come knock on this door, the best you may be able to get a couple bullets off, but we ain't got no drones with no Hellfire missiles. We ain't got no submarines. We ain't got no nuclear bombs. Stop it, right? But you can, but this right here, this is a spiritual truth. You can ask God, how long, Lord, how long? When you gonna get some payback for those that's been getting at us? We your people. You know what I'm saying? When you go into your own prayer and meditation, like within yourself, and you praying to the Most High, really because you hurt about what's going on. I know I'd be hurt. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't be seeing all this and be like, hey, whatever. I'm like, hey, it hit me to my gut. We ain't got no power to do nothing.
Right up.
You know what I'm saying? Like when that sister Sandra Bland was killed, that as a man, like that hurt me as a man. You dig? That's a sister that straight got pulled over in a state, what, in Texas or whatever. You dig? And that's one of our sisters, like, we as men ain't got no power. That should make every man feel weak and like we ain't got no power. That mean these heathens can pull over any one of our sisters by themselves, and the next time we hear about her, she hanging. There's no power, so we should feel helpless at this point. But we got power, and we can ask the Most High. That's what the pig meeting preacher ain't going into. Ask your dad, man. Can tell your daddy on these heathens. You ain't even asking. You just like, man, tell your daddy on these devils. Like, these devils are, please, Lord.
Think about we did it collectively.
We all got together at one time every day.
Man.
Like I'm talking about, we put it out there like, hey, y'all, every 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, every day around the world, let's go ahead and face Jerusalem and get at and ask the Most High.
That's power. That's power.
Like you'll see things change.
Wait, instant. Like you'd be like, oh man.
But that's how we gotta be, because we got people that have passed on asking that. You feel me? So there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? What else to say out?
Revelation 6, verse 11. And white robes were given unto every one of them. It was said unto them, they should rest yet for a little season to their fellow servants also, and their brethren that should be killed, hallelujah, as they were, should be fulfilled.
So that number ain't filled up yet. It's more brothers in this era, in this age, that must be martyred for the truth as well. You know what I'm saying? But notice they got white robes. They got salvation. They made it, in other words. You feel me? Like if that's your only way to straight guarantee your way in, for some brothers that may be like,
I'm out this deal.
because other than that, you hoping that your exes outweigh your old.
About this
You know what I'm
deal.
saying? But if you get martyred for the truth, you get a red carpet entrance into the kingdom. No matter how bad you done been in the past, you like, hey, well, that may be my only way to go ahead. So you know what I'm saying? You get you a white robe, get you a crown. You know what I'm saying? You get immortality. The whole thing that we banging for. But I wanted to go there to show that we have people asking the Most High when. We went to 2 Thessalonians. He said it's a righteous thing with the Most High to pay back tribulation to them that trouble us, like that pig did to our brother in 2011 here in St. Louis. Like Darren Wilson did to Mike Brown in 2014 here in St. Louis. Righteous. But you're not asking.
They did it Thaddeus.
My brother here in St. Louis, Thaddeus, that was 2015?
Yeah.
Did him in 2015, a year after Mike Brown. Not even a whole year. It was like in April 2015.
Oh, it was
Something like that. Bro. Something like that. That bro, he was down there protesting. And then he got called, the police got called to his mama crib in Jennings. When we pulled up over there, his brains were still on the grass. He died with his Bible in his hand. Like, hey, whatever, you devils. You know what I'm saying? We had just seen the brother like a day earlier.
Most High have mercy on our brother.
Most High have mercy on the brother. I need Psalm 58. We need a couple more. We gonna close down. Psalm 58.
I grab Psalm 58.
Psalm 58. Start at verse 1. It's only like 11 verses. Psalms 109. And
you grab it 58. I do that 109.
That 109.
That's
109 is what we. Yeah.
You grab 58, bro. Yeah. Get that 109.
Yeah. Psalm. Grab Psalms 10 too. That's a short one. And we'll end it with Psalms 109. That's the prayer.
9 what?
That's the prayer. You know what I'm saying?
You said Psalms 10, big bro.
Yeah. I need y'all. We got a couple more before we get that Psalms 109. I got Job 29. We need Psalms like 2, 3, and 4. We got a few more, and then we get that Psalm 109 and end it. But it's righteous, y'all. It ain't like it's evil or nothing like that. It ain't like, well, that's the God of the Old Testament. New Testament, that ain't what it is. It's the same. That's Jesus' daddy you talking about. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, he comes with a host, an army. You feel me? You already hit up. But our earth's like, look, that's my prayer. I feel you. You all good too? Yeah. Psalm 58.
Trying to wage war, spirit.
Yeah. But I mean, that's our birthright. We got every right to do that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get people what I got. I already.
We got every right to do that, man. Like today's society got you thinking that's too radical and that's evil, but it's not. You feel me? You actually got the most powerful power at your calling.
Yeah.
This is all what you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't care and you like the fact that they getting away with all that, and pray for butterflies.
Nah.
You know? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you like, well, look, you heathens gonna get some act right. And then when you look up and see a 10-mile wide tornado turn them heathens up,
my God.
you be thanking the Most High for it. All praise.
Bless the state of Texas. Pray for Texas.
Yeah.
No, I pray for my people in the midst of it who didn't get touched. Our people that's of the faith who didn't get touched.
Yeah. Hey, look, people how the Most High be coming with his heathen too. Like the Negro might kill each other, but that heathen be dying some dramatic, crazy ass deaths, man. Yeah, somebody was swallowed by a tornado and ripped. You be hearing some crazy. Yeah, a roller coaster broke apart in midair at Six Flags, and like they be dying some more final destination
type deaths. Yeah,
be dying in the elements.
Hey, remember the crocodile wrestler?
Yeah, got stung
by some stingrays out there wrestling the crocodiles and alligators. Yeah.
On YouTube, I seen they was at like a zoo having like the circus. Man, this dude done tried to go in there and throw some rings around a lion. Lion ate his head off. His head completely off. Who died like that, bro? Because niggas ain't getting in no lion pen. You know what I'm saying?
He's over the lion, playing with the lion, put his head in my
lion ate his head off.
Yeah. Over here playing around. Let's get that Psalm 58.
58.
Yes, sir. We got a couple more of these deals and we're going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 1. To the chief musician, all to Kish, which Tom
What you said. All right.
of David. Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation?
Yeah.
Do ye judge upright, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
The wicked, hold on. The wicked are what?
Are estranged from the womb.
It say the wicked have a wicked inclination from the womb, y'all. They are estranged from the womb. Go ahead.
They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking
Man,
lies.
as soon as they be born, these little heathens are wicked. Speaking lies. They want to hear that. No, they look, certain folks are wicked from the womb, from their conception. It is what it is. They say as soon as they be born, speaking lies. What else it say?
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming, never so wise. Break their teeth, oh yeah, in their mouth.
Hold on, what did it say? Break their who?
Break their teeth, oh yeah, in their mouth.
Break their teeth, oh God, in their mouth. Now that don't sound like wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Somebody's gonna eat the curb.
yeah. Put your mouth on the curb.
That curb hard.
Yeah. You got it. What you got? An iPhone? Oh, okay.
I got one in the truck.
So look, Moses said, break their teeth, oh God, in their mouth. Come on, Hebrew.
Break out the great teeth of the young lion.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let them melt away as water.
Let them all melt away as who?
As water.
Come on.
Which runneth continuously. Bendeth his bow to shoot his arrow.
Yeah, when a Mosai, cock that strap back. Huh? Come on.
Let them be as cut in pieces.
Do you hear what he's asking the Mosai? Like when you bend your bow to shoot your arrow, may the wicked be cut in pieces. He don't sound like he praying that, may he live a long, exuberant, prosperous, breathtaking life. No, that's a little Lord, when you got him in your crosshairs, chop him down. That's what it say. Go ahead, Hebrew.
As a snail which melted, that every one of them pass away. Like the untimely birth of a woman.
Like the untimely birth of like a premature birth or something? Woo.
That they may not see the sun.
That's right.
Before your pots can feel the thorns, he shall take them away as with the whirlwind, both living and in his wrath.
The word, didn't we just see some storms?
Yes, sir.
He should take them away as with a whirlwind. This is the mighty power you serve. He's not playing no games with these heathens. You understand? And they be knowing it. That's why when it be a 10-mile wide tornado, they say it's of biblical proportion. Yeah. And there are no nigger jokes dripping off their lips in the mouths. None. I know what they saying. Oh God. Oh God, Lord. What else to say?
The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance.
No, it say. Okay. Yeah. It said the righteous gon' pout.
Shall rejoice. When he seeth the vengeance.
It say the righteous is going to rejoice when he sees the vengeance of God. Not be sad. Not say, oh God, why did you do America like that? Oh God. It's not the righteous gonna rejoice when he see the vengeance of God. What else to say?
He should wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Also, the righteous is gonna wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Do y'all hear that? The righteous shall rejoice when he see the vengeance. He gonna wash his feet in the blood of these devils. Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
So that a man shall say, verily, 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 there is a reward for the righteous.
Right there, yeah.
Verily, he is Yah that judges in the earth.
So when you see the wicked go down, and when you see the righteous washing his feet in the blood of the wicked, the man gonna say, truly there is a reward for the righteous. Truly the Most High got him some payback. Truly the Most High got him some payback and some vengeance. Now that's it. He need one. That's what I would buy, sister.
Thank you, sister.
Surely there is a reward. Sound like payback, don't it?
Yes, sir.
And then it said the righteous gonna rejoice. The righteous gonna rejoice when he see payback and vengeance. That's how we ought to be, y'all. And that's the spirit we need to be in. All right. I got another one. I do Psalm 10. Psalm the 10th chapter. Got a couple of them we gonna do. Psalms 10, 15 through 18. There's another one. And all these are prayers. And like most of the Psalms, y'all songs. So this was done over a certain hertz, certain vibration going out. Music was playing. David was rapping and singing. You know what I'm saying? Like we do today. You feel me? So banging on wax didn't start here in America. I got a red charger right there. It's not an iPhone though. It's that for Android. It's not for iPhone. There you go. None of your business. None of your business, she bro. It's all good.
Okay.
Psalms 10, verse 15.
Yeah, 15 to 18.
Break down the arm of the wicked.
Hold on, what did it say?
Break down the arm of the wicked.
Hallelujah.
And the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none.
You heard what David was asking the Most High? Lord, break their arms. Break the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till it be none. Why we don't pray like that today? Oh, we got some right here. We got some right here. So no, we cool, boy. Knows what he asked. He said he actually asked the Most High to hunt the evil man. Hunt him down. Break his arm. Seek out his wickedness till it be none. We don't even ask that no more. We done got so docile and weak and used to being a slave. You feel me? And we ain't slowed down and read this Bible and said, hold on. We supposed to be asking the Most High to bring these heathens down. And that's a righteous vibration. Not going to march and spit at the tanks and hands up, don't shoot. That's immature anger. You feel me? Like we can do this and not even be all, bringing hurt to. Because look, when anger left unchecked, will bring death to you. Every time you get angry and really ain't no justified reason behind it, you killing yourself. That's scientifically proven.
Wow.
Even the Bible say, be angry but don't sin.
Yeah.
See? You can be angry at oppression. You can be surely oppression make a wise man mad, of course. Right? But all that mother effing heathen, you got me messed up. Playing little Boosie while the rag police out there without that badge you up in a half. You feel me? You all on Facebook, you an armchair revolutionary. You a social media revolutionary. You did, but you ain't willing to make the sacrifices in your everyday life to bring change and liberate your people. Stop it. You killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not finna go out and go marching and go protesting. That's immature anger. You understand? No, we'll focus all our spirit and energy on asking our daddy to bring vengeance to this heathen. And that's all you got to do. You ain't even got to get angry like a child. Getting angry like a child when he got his toy took. Your little toy got took, you all pouting, lip all out. You feel me? Or you gonna take your ball from the playground. Can't nobody else hoop no more because you done got angry. Cool. You dig? Like we gotta be mature in our emotions and all that. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you ain't doing nothing to bring your vibration down. Now, this is righteous. To ask the Most High to petition the heavens to bring righteous judgment, that's not bringing your vibration down. That's not work of the flesh. That's righteous. That's you saying, you know what? Righteous judgment would be, since he murdered that brother in cold blood, he need to drop for that. That's righteous. You know what I'm saying? But to go out there and spit at some police and why y'all just hate us? Why y'all just, you finna have to kill me? The F all the dumb shit, you know, that's whatever. Later for all that. You can be spending all that energy praying to the Most High to drop the devil. All right? What else to say, Al?
Psalms 10, verse 16.
Yeah.
The Lord is king forever and ever.
That's right.
The heathen are perished out of his land. Lord, Lord, thou hast heard the desires of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear.
That's right. That's right. The Most High hear us, man. We stay humble. You understand? We speak up on these injustices and pray to him. The Most High gonna hurt us. What else to say?
To judge the fatherless and the oppressed.
And the who?
And the oppressed.
And the oppressed. We oppressed, ain't we? Judge mean bring justice to them. What else to say?
That the man of the earth may no more oppress.
That the man of the earth may no more oppress. That's what this devil is doing. Jump back a chapter. Go to Psalms 9. Psalms 9, 15 to the end. Most High get down. The problem is his true character been hid from us this whole time.
Yeah.
Because they know what they're doing. They're doing what's called selective scripture reading. Yeah, Psalm 9. We're going to read Psalm 9. We're going to read 15 down to 20. The Most High is not playing with these devils in this hour. And when we end with that Psalms 109, oh, man.
Them daggers up.
So beautiful.
Them daggers
up.
That's the nail in the coffin.
When I say Psalms 109, oh,
I mean, I first heard that, I said, this in the Bible?
I couldn't believe it.
I said, David would bring something like this? I felt wrong for even repeating it. I'm like,
for that. Right, now that would get it.
I get it.
Psalms chapter 9, verse 15.
What it say, y'all?
The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid in their own foot taking.
You see what's going to happen to the heathen? The very grave they digging, they going to lay in that.
They made the bed, you got to lay in.
You got to lay in that bed. Go ahead.
The Most High is known by the judgment which he executes.
That is so beautiful. The Most High is known by the judgment he executes. In other words, when he put that hit down, you go, oh, that's a biblical proportion. You're going to know that's God that did that. That's the Most High. He's known by the judgment he puts down. What else to say, Op?
Which he executes.
Yeah.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Pidyon, say lie.
Say lie. Come on.
The wicked shall be turned into hell.
No, turned into heaven.
Into hell.
Turned into exuberance.
Into hell.
The wicked shall be turned into hell. Come on.
And all the nations that forgot Yah.
All the nations that forget the Most High going down, including this devil. We a different nation than these so-called white folks. We ain't of the same nation. Totally different. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be turned into hell. Those that got at us wasn't repenting about what they did. They gotta answer for that. You guys, people, that's a heinous act in the eyes of the Most High. You did, hold on, you did what? And you ain't even sorry about it?
Right.
Okay. Okay, got something for you.
Yes.
You like you in the Lord's crosshairs. Like any moment I'm taking him right on out. What else you say, Al?
For the needy shall not always be forgotten.
That's right. We're not gonna always be forgotten. What else?
The expectation of the poor should not perish forever.
The expectation of the poor, what we expect, it ain't gonna perish forever. He got us. Matter of fact, the Most High love us. He's just waiting us to get ourselves together, man. That's why it's important. Repent, turn back, try your best to live like you a son or daughter of the Most High, with every fiber of your being. What else you doing?
Arise, 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 O my master.
That's right.
Let not man prevail.
Let not these devils prevail. There you got off in this life, right? But the world to come, you got to answer for that. And we can't even say you got off in this life, maybe in court.
Yeah.
You understand? You mess around and wake up like Herod, and like when we read about what happened to Herod and them Josephus and them lost books. Man, they said you could smell that heathen a mile away. He had so many balls on him. His bowels dropped out of him. So remember, he put the hit out on all the infants because he didn't know who the Messiah was. To kill everybody 2 and under. But that act right there, he died a horrible death.
Yeah, that Negro fell apart.
Man, he had so many balls, you could smell him. Like we on the south side, you could smell him in North County.
He literally decayed while he was alive.
Yeah, straight poison was leaking out his bowels. His bowels fell out of him. Most I ain't forgot these devils like Antiochus Epiphanes that tortured our people under the Greek and all that. He died a horrible death.
They're the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got an answer for all that. You dig? What else to say, Hebrew?
Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
That's right.
Put them in fear, O Yahweh.
Yeah.
That the nations may know themselves to be but men.
That they may know themselves to be men. May put them in fear, Most High. Dig? That they know they just men. Because right now you can't tell this heathen nothing. He feeling God. He never going down. It's like Pharaoh felt. All right, let's read the Psalms 109. End it on out of here. Psalms 109. Let's read like 1 through I believe it's like 16.
Right on point, my brother.
1 to 16.
I believe so. Y'all read the whole chapter.
Whole chapter go in with that meat that's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most High love us, man. We just gotta make sure we're doing what's right. They tell you in Sirach 4 and 27 out the Apocrypha, it says strive for the truth your whole life, and the Most High fight for you. That's in the Apocrypha. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 4, verse 27. Fight for the Most High, fight for the truth your whole life, and the Most High fight for you. Believe that. That's my phone right there. You pass that out.
That's all good, brother. He was asking the Most High for some things. I thought back in my day, I thought it was damn to ask for things like that for anybody. I'm like, man, you can pray for stuff like that?
Yeah, you can.
David was cold-blooded when he was talking about his enemies.
Right.
Yeah, but deep and dirty.
You forget that David was one of the main men of war. You know what I'm saying? So when he was calling for vengeance, he was being detailed. He wasn't playing with the enemy.
Not at all.
At all.
Not at all. Like y'all did who?
Then on his deathbed, what he told Saul.
Yeah.
On his deathbed, what he told his son though. Like he was always like that though. That was David.
Yeah.
Like if you was an enemy, he wished death on you. He like, look, Most I come kill these niggas in these heathens.
Yeah, like I ain't playing no game. He told Solomon, "It's 2 cats that cursed me while I was living.
Hit they head.
Don't lie to me. You can go to the grave in peace."
You hear that? They best die. Make they kill them a horrible death.
Yeah, look at that. What? Nigga, I didn't know that. Yeah. That's that first king. And 1 Kings chapter 2.
He said it's 2 cats I ain't get
Matter
to
of fact,
whack.
we'll read that. We'll read that after we read that song.
2 cats I ain't get to hit while I was alive.
Yeah,
You better not. Don't let them go to grave. Don't let them die in peace. Like what?
I gotta go down for
So
that.
he said it to Solomon.
Yeah, he said it to Solomon. He told
Oh.
Solomon, look, keep the commandments of God. Hey, stand up like a man. Keep the commandments of God your whole life. And oh, by the way, so and so did this. I forgot.
Yeah.
So and so did that. Don't even let them go to the grave in peace.
Then you got his mom on the other side. Gird up your loins and do not give your strength over to a woman.
Yeah.
Like, they raised him to be a straight G, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That's my mom. You heard about how he ended up falling in the end.
The women. That lust problem, and all the women.
That low.
Exactly.
That low.
Yeah.
He is still.
I mean, you just so strong on point on everything that lasts.
That lust, that lust,
and the more demons told him.
Yeah.
You gonna follow me.
that lust corrupt the whole.
Yeah. And then he went against.
We're gonna come and rain back over me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He went against the law too, because it tell the king not to multiply. Like he went overboard with his women.
Too many wives.
You feel me? Like they say in Deuteronomy
But when
17.
he taking other wives, he was supposed to have for real.
Yeah, he was taking wives of different nations and all that.
Strange
But
women.
then for like political reasons and all that. But when you read that Nehemiah, he said, look, Solomon sinned by doing that. You feel me? Because he had so much wisdom. He like, look, I can take whoever I want. You feel me?
He got greedy.
There wasn't no humility there to balance that out. Like, look, nigga, like, what are you doing?
Because it was
that many.
It was literally other women that didn't serve his God that he was hitting. Like you, it ain't like you come in
letting them worship in
their own tents, and it wasn't like that. They came into the truth together, and they both was off.
Right.
He was meeting women that served other gods, still was hitting them. That's all. That's just all.
And the snakes, yeah, niggas. Some niggas. Look at me. You know where it's like that.
Right. You got the two eyes on him.
Y'all better watch it. Man, I ain't even gonna take no 1,000. I'm cool.
I'm not governed by my Lord like that. So I'm not.
All right, come on, let's get this.
All right, Psalms 109 verse 1.
Niggas.
That's all I had to say.
You ain't saying nothing else.
Lena start clapping like this.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. What up with it, Hebrew? Y'all good, everybody? Yeah.
Hebrews, Psalms 109.
It's some more of them the vegetables gone. Vegetables gone?
Vegetables gone. It's a fruit though.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
What's
up with you, bro?
I got some food.
Chillin'.
I do too. I got
to get you some sleep, bro.
I ain't gotta work tomorrow.
Oh, look at you. All right, we in Psalms 109 verse 1.
This is David's prayer for his enemies.
Yeah.
Ready for me?
Yeah, come on.
To the chief musician, a Psalms of David. Hold not thy peace, O God.
Right out the gate, he asking the Most High, don't hold your peace. You feel me? So you can actually ask them, trip off that when y'all slow down and read through these prayers. If David can ask the Most High not to hold his peace, that means you can too. You can ask the Most High, don't hold your peace. What else to say?
Verse 2. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compassed me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause.
Without a who?
Without a cause.
Yeah, come on.
For my love, they are my adversary, but I give myself unto prayer.
Stop right there. He said, I give myself unto prayer. I got adversaries. They speaking against me without a cause. They plotting on me. So the question need to be, is his prayer like, Lord, please allow him to prosper and reign over me. He said, look, being I got enemies, being they speak against me without a cause, I'm going to give myself to prayer. You feel me? I'm going to give myself to prayer behind this. Even David knew his physical strength meant nothing if he didn't petition the heavens first.
Yeah.
He had to holler God first before he did anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you got physical with somebody, I got to holler the Most High. I got to give myself to prayer. What else to say?
Keep this in mind. David was a heavy hitter. So he's still going to his God, holler. He was a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Verse 5. They have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love. Set thou a wicked man over him.
So he's asking the Most High, set a wicked man over him.
That's it.
You see that? I've been righteous the whole time. They reward me evil for my righteousness. So David's prayer in this song, set a wicked man over him. That means you can do the same thing. You can ask the Most High the same thing. What else to say?
And let Satan stand at his right hand.
Oh, man. He asked the Most High to put Satan on him. Paul did the same thing, though. 1 Corinthians 5. He said, I delivered him to Satan.
Yeah.
Paul did the same thing. People be like, what did Paul mean when he in 1 Corinthians? When Paul say, I delivered him to Satan, that he did not blaspheme.
Yeah.
Paul did, look, 1 Corinthians chapter 5 through 7.
Yeah.
Also in Timothy, it's like 1 Timothy 1, 18 through 20. He said he delivered those cats to Satan. That they learned not to blaspheme. I believe 1 Corinthians 5 through 7.
He called Negroes by name. He wouldn't hide.
In fact, read that real quick. Grab 1 Corinthians 1 for me, 18 through 20. First, if you can, 1 Corinthians 5. In fact, so you see, Paul wasn't saying nothing different than David was saying. Like, he was ready to ask the Most High to put the adversary on somebody. Wow. I believe it's 5 through 7. I grab 1 Timothy, though. If I want you to read it for me. 1 Timothy 1, 18 through 20. And then the earth.
Another search and wanted to say for the destruction of flesh.
Sure. Paul said that in Corinth. That's New Testament, ain't it? So then you got 1 Timothy 1 over here, 18 to 20. Paul said the same thing. Again. But it's I believe that's it.
This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou by them mightest war a good warfare.
That's right.
Holy faith and a good conscience. Which some having put away concerning faith have made shipwreck. Of whom it is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered unto Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme.
Called him by name. Hymenaeus, Alexander. I delivered him to Satan the way he learned not to blaspheme.
He told them niggas to go to hell. Go to hell.
Yeah.
I told them to go to hell.
But they learned not to blaspheme. Wow. So let's get on back to Psalms 109. Because David asked the Most High to put the adversary over him. Understand his right hand. 1 Corinthians 5 and 5. Read 1 through 5. So you'll see. There was a cat that had laid with his father's wife in the church of Corinth. Like Reuben did, Jacob. Cat did that, and he wasn't sorry about it or nothing. So Paul was like, look, deliver him to Satan.
But Paul, he said, when we get to read Paul, letters, when he get to the end, he's like, yeah, he did me evil. God gonna pay him for it. Just started talking about it.
You can tell that. Even though he switched over his belief to not believing in Christ to believing in Christ, he never lost that zeal. Like he was about them hand. He was about that action. He was telling, look, I look for you. You want me to come with peace, love, on the sword? Like what y'all want? I'm saying, like I ain't no punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pushover. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I was back in Psalms 109.
Yes, sir.
Psalms 109, verse 7. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned.
Let him be blessed.
Let him be condemned.
Wow.
And let his prayers become sin.
Let his prayers become sin. Meaning, Lord, whatever he praying to you may become a crime in your eyes. See, now that would be our prayer collectively about these heathens killing our people out here. About them cops killing that the cop just got off of killing our brother in St. Louis. This will be our prayer for him. We'll give ourselves a we'll pray for you. It's going to be this right here.
Or let a heart attack come speedily. At night.
May his prayer become a sin.
Picture 100,000 Hebrews praying that you ain't waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Verse 8. She already home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let them get it too. Yes.
Yeah.
Let his days be few.
Yeah.
Let his days be few.
Yeah.
And let another take his office.
Yeah.
Let his children be fathers, and his wife a widow. Let his children be continually vagabonds in bed. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places. Let the extortioner catch all that he has, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children.
He went back to kids.
Yeah.
No favor for his children, none of them. May his wife be a widow, may they be vagabonds, may they be begging. But another take his office, meaning whatever he was doing, somebody else gonna take over what he was, all that.
Yeah. Verse 13.
Yeah.
Let his posterity
Posterity.
be
Meaning
cut off.
that means his lineage.
Yeah.
That means, look, it made it end with him and his son. It's a wrap. What else it say?
And in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord.
Go deeper than you just saying, well, I've never owned slaves. I said, let the iniquity of your fathers be remembered. All every most side. That's like we had to answer for what our fathers did. They got to answer. What else to say?
Let not the sins of his mothers be blotted out.
Let not the sin of his mammy. The mammy that squirted him out.
She gotta get it too.
She got to answer too.
Got to.
But David, David, who had a heart like the Most High.
Now
look at this is a man that had a heart like the Most High. That was people later on. David will have it in the scripture, Old and New Testament, say he had a heart like the Most High.
He loved David.
Really? David actually means beloved, actually. That's what his name means. So when you slow down and read through these prayers, understand that like you know, you have that power. You can petition and ask the Most High the same thing, but make sure that you doing what's right. Yeah, make sure you keeping them commandments, you striving. That way, when calamity, anything comes, and it's all type of injustice, you can petition the heavens and watch the Most High move on your behalf.
Sometimes you can reap them same coals on your head if you are.
Yeah.
Verse 15.
Yeah.
Let them be before the Lord continually, that they may cut off the memory of them from the earth.
They memory of his posterity.
I don't even remember them no more.
May they be rooted out from under heaven. That's major, man.
Yeah.
Because we all our father's seed. You feel me? But if somebody like, look, kill every male in that family, they get sending women into slavery, children. You feel me? Like your whole line has been cut at that point.
They bloodline.
Like think about this. We got a recent example of that. They did that to Saddam Hussein. They killed him and his son. They invaded Iraq.
But that's what the United States do when they go to war. They kill all of the big kids.
Yeah.
But they can't rise up against.
So, and then one of them cats walk through the mall, you get a stiff back, you salute. You say he righteous. You don't even know that he's been around earth. They could take in our whole lineages. You did. So if they getting down like that on the wicked, come on, man, the Most High. It don't pay to go against his anointing. What else to say?
Verse 16. Because that he remembered not to show mercy.
Now, this is the reason why David is asking this. He ain't the cat he asking that the Most High hit. He didn't show no mercy. Like that brother did on that cop. I'm gonna kill this MF.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now AKs with drums on. I'm gonna kill this MF. Now all our brothers. What David is asking the Most High to take this cat head because this man never showed mercy. No type of mercy. This was a stone cold killer.
Straight up.
At least David was a righteous warrior. You feel me? It was the cause the reason he took your head. David, like, look, these cats ain't got no morals. They just killing the shed innocent blood. Lord, kill all of them. Don't even allow none of them to live. They all wicked. Come on, Hebrew.
But persecuted the poor and needy man.
Yeah.
That he might even slay the broken in heart.
That's what happened. That he may slay the broken in heart, the poor and needy man. That's symbolic for us. Yeah. We poor, we needy. Yeah. You feel me? He ain't show no mercy. Lay these brothers down in the streets. But this is our prayer for every police. You feel me? Or any heathen, period. Yeah. That have showed no mercy and shed the innocent blood of these brothers in the streets.
Right, man.
May the Most High bring judgment to them. Now that's justice, not locking them up for 20 years.
Yeah, for now.
You feel me? That's justice. And being we ain't got the power, but we do have the Most High power. Yeah. Right now. Yeah. You feel me? And that don't need to be our prayers, y'all. I don't need to be none of that. You know what I'm saying? Also that the Most High protect us while we out there, day in, day out. Most High shepherd over your sheep. Protect us. We trying. You know what I'm saying? If you want mercy, you got to show mercy as well, though. The Most High to forgive you and show mercy within your own personal life. Start having mercy on your people. You know what I'm saying? Let some of that stuff go, man. A lot of stuff ain't even worth it. Like you bringing death on yourself, angry over somebody over $5, $50, $500, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We need to learn to love each other. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And we reserve all that Lord hit their head for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Messiah was teaching. He was teaching Israel, look, man, we got to heal. You feel me? We got to heal, man. We look up, we all be dead. The Romans don't hate us, we hate each other. So, and that's just what it is. That's our prayer right there. You know what I'm saying? For them devils. That was my 9th hour prayer. I prayed that with my woman before she left for work, all that. Like, that's the prayer, you know what I'm saying? And that's a righteous prayer for vengeance. You ain't getting over emotional and spitting at tanks and killing yourself inwardly and facial recognition, all that's that one nigga was spitting at tanks. And you ain't got to do all that. Tell your daddy on these heads. Quick. You know what I'm saying? And know the hit coming. You dig? So when we heard about the hit coming, praise the Most High. I heard that heathen drop. I'm going to toast up. I'm thankful for.
When they came about the Egypt box, they had a whole song about Most High laying them heathens.
Yeah,
they had a whole song.
Yeah. The Lord is a man of war, like Exodus 15. Yeah. So, you know, we've been writing songs. We've been writing songs. Having to eat, barbecue. You know, they kick that beat over there. Start rapping. Lord is a man of war. Yeah. And that's just what it is. That's the God we serve. You know, but we're not asking him for the things that we need. You feel me? I mean, he even there for the things that you desire, your heart's desire. Ain't nothing you can't ask him for that you can't have.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? But we should love our people enough to be asking for some type of retribution, payback. You should be so caught up in your own personal life to where, like me, I got things I desire too. I'm calling for that I will have. And I already got them. Just waiting to go claim. You know what I'm saying? It's already here. But that don't override the fact like I got certain knowledge and I can do that. But I forget about the suffering of my people. Yeah, people don't know. But we be praying for that too. You know what I'm saying? Vengeance and all that. Payback. I can't go take nobody down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go over Mally can overthrow the government. Yeah, right. I don't know hellfire missiles. No Abrams tanks. Thermonuclear war. I don't get that. But I do have access to the Most High power of all powers. And I will be praying for 10-mile wide tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? So, persecuted. And just in case y'all think we tripping, the Psalms 83 is in Psalms 83. 13 on that. Just in case y'all think we tripping. You can, Jesus, the Lord ain't with you all. And we're going to see. Psalms 83, 13. Just read that. I think it's like 17.
Psalms 83, verse 13.
I believe it is.
Oh my God.
Oh my who?
Oh my God.
Oh my power. Come on.
Make them like a wheel.
Yeah, look, David asked, look, Lord, make them like a wheel. What else?
As the stubble before the wind. Make them like tumbleweed. That's what it says, right?
That's what it is.
They're like
stubble before the wind is tumbleweed. Yeah.
Verse 14. As the fire burneth a wood, as the flames set up the mountains on fire.
Make them like that. What else he say?
So persecute them with thy tempest.
Y'all know what a tempest is, don't you? Tempest is like a storm, like a tsunami, like a whirlwind.
Yeah.
He asking the Most High, persecute them with your tempest. Make them like a wheel.
Afraid with thy storm.
Make them afraid with your storm.
That's how it just happened.
Hey, so when I see old Hurricane Irma, bro, Hurricane Harvey, that's Hurricane Yah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
He asked the Most High, make them afraid with your storm. Persecute them with your tempest. Earth like that, look at Earth. Yo, that's right. Come on, Hebrew.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with joy.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with exuberance.
Fill their faces with shame.
He's asking that their faces be filled with shame. What up? Dylan a return pioneer. You all good, bro? That Hebrew that boy. He gonna be something else.
Yeah.
All right, so look, what it say?
It says, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
Yeah.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them be put to shame and perish, that man may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
Yeah.
Art thou most high over all the earth.
See what he calling for? Judgment. Make them afraid of your storms, your tempests. Fill their faces with shame. Make them like a wheel. You see?
Like that, yeah.
So that's what it is. Yeah, he over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's what it is. We just wanted to, go into the mindset of what we ought to be in. It's time for Israel to get more radical and spiritual than word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Focus, man. Focus on. But you soft, man.
Soft is what it
You
is.
soft in spirit, dig? And you got access to the most high power of all powers, and you're not asking, you're not petitioning. You understand? But you go rap some little Boosie lyrics to a tank. Hey, messing up all your vibrations. Messing up all your vibrations. Keep your vibrations out, man. Fruits of the spirit.
Level up.
Yeah. But it's righteous for you to ask the Most High for judgment and retribution. As we went through the day, Old and New Testament, that's what we've been reading. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, all praise to the Most High. Yahweh Melech, La'olam Melech, Yisrael, the King of the universe and forever King of Israel. The name of his only begotten beloved Son, Christ, the Mashiach, the Messiah, Yahushua, Yahweh Shah, or however you call up into it. You know what I'm saying? The anointed Savior, the Most High.
That's right.
We ain't got long to the fall of Babylon. Y'all brothers and sisters, stay focused. And until the next time, Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Shalom.